Hello, everybody. Oh my goodness. I gotta switch scenes. It's fine. Wait. I did not. I did it. Oh my god, I did do it. Yes, it's fixed. Hi, guys. Welcome back.
Hello.
Yes, hello. Welcome. Welcome back, guys. It's great. We're back for episode 4 of Rogue Trader the Breach. I have turned myself into an illustrated drawing. As you can see, I'm actually not moving at all. It's part of the immersion experience. It's totally fine. Anyway, thank you guys for hanging out and waiting. Last week we were not able to have a stream due to my health issues, but we're back. So we're going to jump right in. Let's do a quick round table with everybody. Introduce our cast and crew. Tell us who you are and who you will be playing today. But first we're going to start with Sheepy, who isn't playing anybody in particular other than his dickish self. I mean, his charming self. Hi, Sheepy. How's it going?
Hello. I'm quite good, actually. Thank you.
Oh, good.
I've been sleeping decently.
Yeah. Awesome. That's great. Sheepy's going to be playing all the NPCs that we're going to ask for names for that we're not going to care about after this episode, probably.
Yay.
It's going to be great. All right. Logue, please.
Muted. Still muted.
You're still muted.
That's why when I was saying stuff, people weren't responding to me.
Yeah.
Like, hello, everyone. My name's McLoken. I am playing Frederick Ward. I'm excited because I am a charismatic asshole. Let's see. I don't know if I'm going to live or die in this scenario. I'm trying to think. Well, I forgot technically, like, where we're getting surrounded by stuff.
Panther lizards, yeah.
Yeah, we'll get an update on that after our little round table.
Oh, I'm done.
Oh, great. Thanks. Allie!
Hello, I'm Allie. I'm playing Ophelia Vectra, or Astropath. I'm also very excited to see whether we survive.
The choice is ours, but it's technically in Sheepy's hands. Although I still have a crit success, guys. Booyah! All right, moving on. Hippie.
Hi, my good name's Crazy Hip 69. I'm playing Grimfist Grothammer, and I am going to live.
Everybody, place your bets. Go now. Bobby.
One of us has to have confidence. Come on.
What's up, guys? I'm Bobby here on Twitch. I'm playing Marius Actian, our navigator. I'm definitely not dying. So our characters aren't dying, Hippie. So we have nothing to worry about. Everyone else, I don't know, but we're good. So
I got you, man. Yeah, we got this.
Let's do it.
Oh, man. The person who's talking right now, as in me, Metamancer, I am playing Delta Morn, the horrible captain of the ship that we're now not on because I decided it would be a good idea to go onto this other place that's going to mean sheer death, at least for half the crew. It's going to be fine. But yeah, Metamancer, you guys can find me here on my channel and sometimes elsewhere. But follow me on Twitter because that's the best way, twitter.com/themetamancer. All right. I just want to point out that I'm also going to survive. There, I've said it. I've jinxed myself officially. I will say this, though. If I do die, I'm definitely rolling a Dark Eldar. Moving on. Sheepy, please take it away.
Okay. So, last time, not last week, because we weren't here last week. Last time, the crew had a quick look around the sector to see, Marius had a quick look around the sector to see what he could find in terms of systems and planets and whatnot. Discovered a few, and through basically throwing a dart blindfolded at a map, the crew chose where to go. Turned out to be a system with a broken station and also a broken kind of transport ship that I think you guys figured out it belonged to the Strixus after a couple of re-rolls, maybe.
Yeah.
that belong to the Strixus. Going on to the ship, they found a few tanks which had at some point held something that then they think got out and kind of decimated the ship. Also, they managed to find I need to remember what it's called. I think it was a warp route, I believe, that Marius has now claimed and is working his way towards deciphering. They have the first warp route on a kind of warp trade route, which goes from the breach to BL 551. And they decided to go to the station as well to see if they could find anything else more interesting on there. So once they got to the the hippie got his crit succeed. That's what happened. When they got to the station, they scanned it and the planet, I believe. Nothing too interesting on the planet, but there were life signs on the station. They decided to go in and check it out. The first thing they were confronted with was a large, muscled Minotaur type looking guy who kind of scared everyone for a second and was then ripped apart by about 15 to 20 panther lizard looking creatures, and that's where we're going to come in. So what you guys are now facing is kind of probably about they're not massive creatures. They look more designed for stealth and not swarming, but kind of pack hunting, as compared to this other like big bull-like creature, which was very clearly like a just big, muscly, punchy type thing. There are probably about 10 or so of them ripping apart this bull, and there's a few others like kind of, clawing around, hissing. Every now and then one of them will like look at you and hiss and like scuttle. There are also like clanking on the ceiling and that, so you know that there are more around. But from the scans that you made, you know that aside from some individual clusters around the station, most of where they seem to be centered is around like this kind of power core for the station, which presumably provides heat.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're not attacking yet, so
okay. So they're literally fighting this Minotaur-esque creature in front of us?
They jumped down, and because there was a good like 10 of them, they ripped it apart in seconds, and now they're just eating it.
Yeah, and there's others, right?
There are others like
Yeah.
clanking about. You
That's
don't
what I
know
thought.
where, because the station obviously isn't lit. The troops that you brought with you are standing still thanks to Meta's command test last episode, but they're a little bit hesitant. They're not sure what to do, and they're waiting for orders.
Yes.
Can I roll what would I need to roll in order to see if I know what these creatures are, or what kind of like legitimate threat they pose to us? I'm just sort of seeing if we should engage or, get out of there.
Yeah, or escape.
Okay. I can tell you that you have no idea what these are.
Okay.
There's not really unless you have like Forbidden Law Strixus or like Forbidden Law Xenos, maybe if you got a whole load of successes, but the most likely answer is that you've never seen these before, you've never heard of them before. What I will allow is if any of you have Forbidden Law Xenos, you can make a roll to take a guess at what they could be, to make like an educated kind of I do. And don't forget, if you have XP, you can buy your upgrades from your.
Damn it, I didn't take it. I upped my agility and gave me more hit points.
Yeah, which is a perfectly legitimate other way to go.
That is
Yeah.
a good thing to do, yeah.
You don't need to know what they are if you can kill them.
Exactly.
Sorry, question. What page would those available skills be on again?
For the Astropath, I believe.
Is it 162?
No, I think it's more like 60. I believe, but I will. I'll grab that now.
Can I just make a guess at what they are because I want to?
Sure.
Cool.
Oh yeah, you're perfectly welcome to just be like, these are Tyranids, very clearly.
Very clearly, they are of not the Nid family butcher.
Yeah, so Astropath Transcendent is page 48 on the core rulebook, and you can take anything in the rank 1 right now. Who rolled?
Me.
Oh, Orclaw, -3 degrees.
They's built for stomping days.
To be stomped, or
To be stomped, really, he's not big enough for actual stomping.
Okay. What are we doing?
I'm assuming we should engage. No?
What? I don't know. Wait, are we trying to kill them all? Or do we want to just, like, say hello? You think they'll talk to us?
Aren't we outnumbered?
Yeah, so we should just talk to them, right? That's fine.
Those lizard beasts.
I don't think they're here for talking.
I ain't here for talking either.
Right. Okay. So we kill them all, right?
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right.
Quickly, I want to look over at the corpse. How fast are they going through this corpse? Like, since we've been like just talking here and looking at them, like, are they like really making their way through this thing?
so they're not like speeding their way through it. I think any of you would have, well, some of you maybe would know that they seem to be more not scavengers, but like they're not like they're not like they're not like apex predators or anything like that.
Okay. So they're not like interested in necessarily hunting?
Yeah, probably one of the reasons why you haven't been attacked is that there's a large group of you, and they do seem to be beasts as opposed to an intelligent species.
Okay. Okay.
Are they smarter than me?
What's your intelligence?
Hey, I'm hopefully smarter than them.
But well, what's your intelligence?
31 actually.
Yeah, you are more intelligent than them.
Go figure.
Surprisingly, the Gretchen's smarter than me.
My rule book is not loading, so I'll just do that later, I guess.
What's not loading?
Okay.
The rule book, it like never loads for me. It takes like
Huh.
30 minutes to load. I don't know why.
That's really weird.
Yeah.
It
It just has the little ... loading thing.
Yeah.
So you don't have Forbidden Lord Xenos as an option in your
Okay.
upgrades. So,
Cool. Good to know.
but if anything comes up where you could like get a skill to learn something, I'll let you know.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, they've gone kind of halfway through the corpse. A couple of them have wandered off, clacked up the side of the walls up onto the ceiling.
Are they looking like they want to attack or eat us?
There's some hissing. There's some kind of, not really facing off, but they kind of size up again. They seem to work as a pack, but through necessity, maybe more than instinct or natural inclination.
Okay.
You got any of those Jimmy glowy sticks? Maybe a bit of light will put a nice shine on the subject, eh?
A glowy stick. What?
Hey. Technically, it's basic equipment. It's literally its base is a really bright glow stick. That's what
Oh
it
yeah,
is.
an actual glow stick.
Yeah.
I don't know. We
Basically.
probably have those.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Don't eat it. It's probably not very good for you.
Hey. I probably could eat it and have no problems, but I'm
Yeah, I
not going to eat it. Break it and throw it in.
Okay. So, how much does this illuminate? Like,
They're fairly decent lights. It's equivalent to a flashlight, but in an AOE.
Okay. Yeah, you can now see that, like, there's more than just the kind of 10 or so that you'd seen kind of along the walls. They do kind of scatter out away from the light, but when the light, illuminates the area where they are as it's thrown, you'd estimate a good 40 plus, maybe.
Okay.
With you guys, I believe you brought around 50.
Quite a few. I brought 10
Yeah.
Oathsmen, or 10 Oathsworn.
Yeah. And then you have
Okay.
yourselves as well, so.
And then I had the 10 boys who were breaking a door down with me to begin with.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we do have like a sizable. Sort
Yeah,
of.
it's actually good.
You have a pretty strong force.
The second the glow stick sort of illuminates the area, and I see the rest of these beasts, I'm just going to like unholster my pistol and just kind of grab it in both hands. Oathsworn, ready your weapons.
Instantly, they all level the weapons at the kind of.
As they ready weapons, I will just wah and charge in with my 10 boys.
Open
Okay.
fire.
Oh boy.
Okay, so let us get a. If let's run both of your kind of like group actions through your characters. So if I get a ballistic skill from Marius, and are you charging into melee or are you just charging?
I don't have a gun.
Okay, well, you're charging into melee with your voice then, right?
Yeah.
So let's get a weapons skill with, I believe it's plus 20 for a charge.
Yeah, I actually have brutal charge, so I need to look that up real quick.
Yeah, okay.
And
And
we can write that down.
Marius, again, let's give you a plus 20 as well because of your, you're firing with yourself and with your chaps as well.
Dudes. Okay, you said 20, correct?
Yeah.
Oh, 4 degrees of success.
Okay. It's a nice roll. And then I will. I'm sure these guys have a lasgun.
Sanctions.
Okay. So roll me damage for your weapon specifically.
Okay.
What gun do you have? Is it
Hell pistol.
Hell pistol.
Yeah. Just click the damage portion.
Yeah.
Ooh, 8 energy damage.
Nice. What's the penetration on that?
7.
Oh yeah, I forgot the hell pistols.
It just melts through
Yeah,
armor.
Damn strong gun.
Okay. And roll me a 1d10 plus 3.
Okay. Ooh,
Ooh,
13.
nice.
Damn. Okay, yeah. So with military efficiency, the cadre of bodyguards that Marius has, in time with him swinging up his weapon and just unleashing a burst, unleashing like I guess it is a burst of energy, onto one of these creatures. They all open fire as well. They hit a fair few of them, and probably about 6 of them just fall down dead. Marius, what happens to one you hit? Like, how do you kill it, basically?
I'm gonna say the beast is like side on to me, and it's like still eating, and I hit it right in the side of its abdomen, and it just literally just bursts into 2 halves.
Yeah.
Like the whole center of this thing just disappears, basically.
Oh, music.
Yeah, I like just started hearing that.
Yeah, sorry. I was trying to get the music started for those who know what's going on in chat, but the music used to be on Fanburst. That's where I uploaded all the music that we have royalty freeze on, so I could play it without, getting muted and stuff and demonetized. And apparently Fanburst no longer works on Roll20, so like I literally went to go press music and it was like, this is no longer supported, and I was like, oh, right, cool, thanks. So
Gotta go dig for that new shit.
yeah, so now I had to put Roll20 apparently implemented their own custom uploads, which is great. That's much easier for me.
Nice.
But I didn't realize that because apparently it happened this week or something. So yeah. Anyway, sorry for the interruption.
Sheeby, you just wanted a basic weapon skill check from me. Is that what you said?
Yeah, with a plus 20 or however much you get plus for your charge.
The brutal charge just gives 3 additional damage on hit.
Okay.
What did I roll when I needed a fucking 61?
78.
I'm re-rolling that. That's garbage. That's better.
Okay. And roll me damage for your weapon as well.
14 rending.
Okay. So I'm assuming are you charging into where they were gathered on the corpse?
Wherever the fighting's good.
Okay, so basically what happens is you both pretty much take these actions at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So your charge is going to have to kind of extend to ones that are running away, because immediately as soon as this fire happens, and kind of 6 or so of them have been cut down, they start like animals would. They kind of start off. They start moving towards shadows, kind of away from this area. So you do manage to catch like 3 or 4 of them, cut them down, like rip them apart. How do you kill your one that you catch?
Honestly, I'm just gonna crush it with my axe, big chopper. I run and just kind of slam it down in the middle of its back. Keep moving.
Yeah. Okay. Are you like carrying on with your charge basically?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, up till like the light ends, basically. Okay. I'm gonna go barreling down a dark hallway, not knowing what the fuck's in it.
Cool.
I mean, I want to, but
so I one sec. So Ophelia, where are you in the
I think I would have been next to Delta, probably wherever she is. Which I don't know where she was.
Yeah. Delta? Most likely. It does sound that way.
Were we surrounded?
Huh? Yeah, you did walk into the station for a bit before coming upon this bull. Probably. Sure. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so I would have been probably standing next to her, but are we within, is it melee range of whatever it is, or are we like further away from?
You're further away currently.
Because I have both, so.
Yeah. So would you go with Delta when she starts moving towards, like, I'm guessing like the fighting's happening out the front, they're kind of driving them away. Are you going to the sides to kind of
Yeah, I think probably, yeah.
Okay. So I would say as you kind of, because the front is the area that's lit, so you're kind of going into like the slightly more dark area with not light view. Obviously you have lights and things, so you'll be able to, you know, if you hear a noise you can point at it, you can see it. So are you taking some of the troops with you, or are you?
Yeah. Question, does this shock staff have any light emitting from it? Because it's I don't know what it is, but...
Yeah, power sword, and you obviously have lights as well, you know, like
Okay.
torches or whatever you need to illuminate like specific areas. And Fred, what are you going with?
Well, I imagine Fred's like behind everyone because he's not too much of the combat person. So we're like, what's the room look like? Like, how's it laid out?
So it's kind of a large bay area is what you came out into, like maybe a storage room. It's, I'm not going to say moldy, but you know, it's definitely got that dust of age on it. And it kind of like, it leads out a couple of different ways, like right at the end of the room. Pretty tall. Like I think I said about 6 orcs or 6 Grimfists.
Yeah.
6 Grimfists.
And we're like, so we're kind of in an open area that's kind of surrounded, right?
I mean, you could make your way back reasonably easily if you need to, but it does sound like there are beasts.
Well, all
scattered
right.
about.
I am just going to try to secure our egress because shit could go really bad, and we have enough people looking forward, so I would be trying to like make sure if anything pops up, I'd be taking care of it, or that kind of shit with my hand cannon.
Okay. So are you taking anyone with you for this? Do you want to try and get some troops to secure the retreat?
Is there any troops that like not doing anything?
Oh yeah, totally. They're
I would,
kind of on guard, standing, waiting to be.
I mean, I'd be like, I would look at them and be like, I think we should just make sure this stays open and none of those things come from our behind. So, you know, watching our 6, does everyone agree?
Sure. Okay, so considering some of you are taking troops away, however you'd like to command these troops, like if you, for example, are using charm to command them, that is perfectly fine. So let's get a roll from Delta and from Fred on, I imagine it would be command for Delta.
Yeah.
And let's
Where's
see
my
how
mouse?
they...
Hello, mouse. There it is. Commanding.
No, I'm not doing well.
I'm gonna do great because I'm the best.
Well, because you rolled a 2.
The best.
Yeah. So...
Setting positive vibes
I
out
rolled
into
a
roll 20.
95, so I guess I'm just back here by I'm like, well, we should protect it, and everyone's just leaving.
There's one dude with you. He's like,
Okay.
I'll help, sir.
What's your
Like-
name?
Can Delta like help with it and be like, yeah, like he's probably right, you know? Kind of like.
With
No, I mean, I don't know if she.
I'm
wants
not
to.
helping. Fuck
No.
that.
with her success.
She's in the front lines like, ah!
I'm having fun cutting these things up with my power sword.
Talking to the drunk pirate queen
Wait,
here.
Yeah.
With her success, she can absolutely help if she likes.
If I see him, maybe, but I probably won't, because he was dickish to me before, and I really don't like him right now.
Children.
So,
I mean, I would look at that guy and be like, what's your name?
Jim?
Hello, Jim.
Jim!
We'll defend the 6 together.
Don't die on me, Jim.
Yes, sir. I'll follow you into death.
Oh my god, no. If Jim dies, we're all gonna be so sad.
Jim, we're not dying today. That's not fucking happening. If they start dying, we're getting on the plane to get out of here. At
Ship.
least I am.
Okay. So,
and then-
I heard that.
Oh, now you hear that.
I have selective hearing. It's a problem. It's really serious.
Oh, they drank all the booze.
How dare you
The aliens.
bring such wonderful things onto this, whatever this is,
Space
station.
station?
She's too drunk
So-
to care.
we'll come back to Jim and Fred momentarily. Delta, your command is so good that the voidsman you bring with you, kind of off to the side, if you like, you can have them systematically wipe out everything from the side and move them up basically towards the exits where the orcs have run out and where Marius's group have kind of cleared up that way.
Heck yeah.
If you'd like, you may engage personally. You will be put in personal danger, obviously.
Duh.
And this goes the same for you. Sorry, I keep forgetting your name. Ophelia. So if you'd like to put yourselves in personal danger, you can. However, because of Delta's amazing command roll, you can completely clear this with maybe a couple of voidsman deaths.
Cinematically,
Yeah.
it's much more fun if I'm strolling while dragging my power sword a bit behind me as the voidsmen do all of the work.
Okay.
So that's what I'm doing.
All right. So you're just like maybe some crackles from the activated
Yeah.
power. So you're like dragging your sword along the ground, just like, God, I see one up there, and it's like, multiple fires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I will do is I will give. There is a moment where Ophelia notices one of these creatures like crouched on a wall, and a voidsman is kind of sweeping, searching, hasn't noticed it, and you notice it just as it's like.
I'll take a shot at it with my last pistol. Yeah?
Okay.
Right? Am I, is it far enough away that it'd be reasonable to use a pistol?
You would know that the las pistol doesn't have an amazing range. You're not out of range, but it probably would be easier to use your psychic powers.
Kind of thing. Yeah. But yeah, whatever the word is. I don't have anything except for a telekinetic crush. That's literally the only ability I have.
Well, you do have your telepathy as well, but yeah.
Well, I mean, the only active ability I have is crush. Unfortunately.
You can tell the voidsman with telepathy.
You can also do that.
Or I could yell. Probably.
It's fairly loud in here at this point. There's a lot of shouting and las gunfire and that kind of thing. So you can completely tell him with telepathy, or maybe exert some minor influence on him to spin him around, get him to see it, that kind of thing. You wouldn't.
Yeah. Sure, I'll do that.
You wouldn't be controlling him.
Yeah, but yeah, I'll do that. I don't know if that would really be anything besides telepathy.
It would be telepathy, yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that since he's close to it. And then I'll have like my crush ready just in case he doesn't react in time. If that makes any sense. I don't know if you can do that.
Okay, give me a... I think we'll go with Sign of Science for this. It makes the most sense.
Where is... I see. Do I add anything to that? Or not?
Yeah, give it a plus 20 to represent like your psi rating.
Damn. Just barely fails it.
So you're kind of trying to gain access to, but his mind's not familiar to you. He's distracted by all the fire and by, obviously his adrenaline's quite high. Like you're there in his head and you're trying to get your message into his brain, like kind of directly injecting it into his brain almost. But he's just not paying enough attention. He's not kind of, it doesn't get through.
Do I realize that? Like,
yes.
That, okay.
You
Well,
realize that the exact same moment that the creature pounces and you can see it like starts flying towards
Can I use my crush as it pounces at him?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Don't fail.
Let's bring up the...
is she giving me a...
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't let me down!
Yeah. So how does that work?
I don't know if I'm actually allowed to do that outside the ship.
You completely are.
Oh, okay.
You can do it in combat and basically wherever you are, whenever you want. There is a limitation on it to a certain extent, but yeah.
So I forgot I know that I used the crush before. How do I roll for it?
So you can wrap target in crushing bands of force is basically what it is. It's almost like a much larger version of the force choke in Star Wars.
Yeah. Do I have to like click something to, or did I not?
Yeah. So you have to focus your
willpower, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So you need a okay, so you need to do a focus power test, which is your willpower. Yeah, your willpower.
Okay, so just roll willpower and then still 20 and then another from Delta, or so it's 30.
It's plus 20. Sorry, not plus. So in total, it's plus 20. It's plus 10 for your psi rating.
And plus 10 for me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So 20.
You can do it. There you go.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Okay. So now it's a opposed willpower test. Well, actually, that is the opposed willpower test for you. So I'll do it for the creature, which is really not probably going to matter too much, but let's do it anyway because why not?
Oof.
Okay. He might be screwed. And then you can inflict 1d10 plus 4 impact damage.
All right.
Yes. I miss all my sound effects, guys. Damn it. Yeah, like there's so many sound effects. 11, that's nice.
Holy crap. Okay. So, would you like to detail how you basically destroy the crap out of this?
Yeah. Wait, no, I'm not muted anymore. Okay. Yeah. So after I fail to get the message across to this guy, and like he looks up right as he sees this thing pouncing on him, I just like throw my hand up and like I don't know if you can visualize any energy at all with these sort of.
You would have some kind of crackling power around you as you like channel the warp. So like maybe your eyes glow a little bit. Maybe there's like little tendrils of light come out from them.
Cool. Yeah. So I do that, and then I just kind of like do like this with my fist to kind of, I like to visualize the things that I'm doing very physically. And you just see the thing like literally as if you took like a piece of paper and crumpled it in your hand like this, but with a actual living creature.
Yeah.
And it basically bursts into disgusting pieces.
Probably all over him.
And flatters him horrifically with it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, I love when you do that. Oh,
Thank you.
well done. Yeah. That's a kind
And he turns around with like half of his face absolutely covered in like lizard guts. He's like,
Sorry.
I brew.
Thank you so much. You saved me.
You're very, very welcome.
And he just kind of sits there for a second in the kind of like, I always fucking died, and then kind of turns round and a bit more hesitantly carries on. And
dies.
And then dies probably anyway.
So let's switch to Grimfist. You have charged out of the room, correct?
No, I said I wasn't leaving the lighted area.
Oh, you weren't leaving the lighted area.
Yeah, I mean, I can if we really want to, but that also seems like a really bad idea.
Probably. Well, that's why I was like, oh, okay.
Well, actually, I'm gonna go to the edge of like a dark hallway.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab my Gretch and just toss him like 10 feet in.
Okay. You hear kind of like shuffled, and then just the sounds of a meaty fist closing over a tiny body.
I'm familiar with those sounds.
A crunch and some chewing, and this kind of like heavy, snorty breathing.
You better get my pistol back to me. Right, we've got a big in here. And
A what?
a biggin.
Okay, sure. Let's kill it, right?
Kill it. All right. I am going to carouse my boys, and we're gonna go kill it.
Okay.
When I see him run off, oath sworn with me, and I lift up my, I was gonna say cane, but it's really a staff, but it's basically my cane. I kind of raise it and like kind of hobble after.
Gandalf the Grey.
I just pictured you going like, oh, sworn with me, like raising your staff, and then being like, yeah, and then you kind of like very slowly like hobbling forward, and then
Yoda
being,
walking.
and then being like walking very slowly forward with you.
Yeah, it's like a slow advance. I'm like huffing and puffing, and it's great. Yeah, but
When
I'm
like,
following
got you,
him.
when you got to like by your bags, like, don't worry, we got you. It's gonna be.
Yeah, but I'm following our friendly orc down the hallway into the abyss.
Okay. There are multiple exits at the end of this room. They basically just lead out into different corridors that go to different sections of the station. But your voidsmen have at this point basically cleared the room for the most part, at least in front of you, and have got the exit pretty much cleared. So we will deal with you charging into the blackness in a second. Fred.
Perfect.
What?
By dint of narrative necessity, telling this guy he is not going to die has made him a target for one of these creatures.
Yes. Yes.
I actually never said he wasn't going to die. I said
We're.
I'm not going to die.
No, you said we're not going
said
to
that.
die
You said
today.
You said, don't worry. You said, don't worry, we're not going to die.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
if he dies, that's fucking on him. I mean,
Yeah, that's very true. So
Get your fingers crossed.
the scene you get is you hear a scrabbling above you. You look up, and you see one of these creatures basically just about to let go and drop on, I want to say Phil, but that's not his name.
Jim.
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 Don't
Thank
die,
you.
Jim.
So
Can I
you're,
do something to intervene?
you absolutely can. However, what I'm going to say is If you want to intervene, you will distract attention from him. So you can either intervene now and basically take a swipe when it lands, but like still on him, but it won't kill him outright. It will just land on him and then swipe at you if you've attacked it. Or you can just kill it when it lands and is distracted by Jim.
Can I shoot at it while it's like falling?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna shoot at it while it's falling.
Okay, ballistics, we'll say plus 20, because of by the time you've seen it and it started falling, it's close enough that it's pretty much point blank.
0.4 degrees of success.
Got the degrees of success. I'm not going to give it a dodge because it is falling through the sky. So give me damage.
Where the fuck is damage? Hold on.
It should be damage on your. Let me have a look here.
It should be in your weapon. If you wrote it down.
I did. Oh, there we go.
I'm pretty sure I filled out everyone's. So.
Yeah, rolled a 1.
Can re-roll it if you like.
I can roll damage? Is it spend a fate point?
Yeah.
Man, I got 2 fate points. I did 5 damage, right?
Jim's not worth it. Tell you that.
Jim, I shot something that's good. You know.
Okay.
Jim can do the rest.
All right. So you hit it, but it's kind of like in a kind of meaty part of the chest shoulder area. It's not a fatal wound.
Mm-hmm.
What's your penetration on your weapon?
Oh, that would be a 10-2.
Okay. So what we get is we get this creature landing, and it lands on Jim and effectively like knocks him down. It doesn't immediately go for him because you distracted it with the swing. So it's going to take a swing at you.
Okay.
Which is this.
Let me dodge.
You can totally dodge.
Any pluses?
No. I mean, you can.
I'm gonna spend a fate point though.
Okay. Wow, you have good dodge.
I have insanely good dodge.
Yep.
So if you can dodge an alien that you don't know, you can dodge them all.
So yeah, you totally dodge out the way of its claws. Takes you a little bit away from the fight, so it's going to turn back onto.
Jim, shoot it, stab it. Jim, hurry.
Jim, don't die, you dumbass.
Jim's like completely out of it. He's been this big, like heavy panther-like creature.
Oh, can I charm him to attack?
You just
Jim.
did an action.
Yeah.
Jim's out of it. Like he's not. He's unconscious on the floor
Oh, he's unconscious.
with this beast
Jim's
like
gonna
right
die.
over him.
No, Jim.
You have your turn to do something before it goes after Jim.
What can I do?
You have a hand cannon.
Cry for
and a-
Delta's help.
So
Yeah, are me and Delta within range of little thing that's going on?
you guys went off.
Yeah, we're
to,
gone. I was.
Oh, we're off. Oh, okay.
and they went back to like secure the exit.
Can I roll a charm to charm everyone to, or charm all the red shirts to attack this thing to save Jim?
You don't have any red shirts. I took all the red shirts and I didn't give them back to you.
Yeah,
But-
they didn't follow you, so they're currently following the orders.
I hated Jim anyway.
I will try to attack this thing.
Okay.
Any pluses?
Yeah. So for your shot, it will be plus 20 because you're still in close range.
Okay. 1.6 degrees of success.
Got it. And again, I'm not going to give this guy a dodge because he is, he's right next to you and he's still focused on Jim. He's about to go for the throat, as it were.
Okay. 14 damage.
That'll do it. So I imagine. Would you like to detail the death of this horrific creature?
Yeah. So he like shoots at it, and like when it's falling out of the air, and it just like nicks the creature a little bit. And the creature like swipes at him, and he jumps back, and he's like, "Not today!" And then, and then as he's like going for that, he's like, "You're looking at the wrong fool," and then shoots his gun. And then as he kills it, he goes, "Wait, I meant, damn it, he's dead."
Nice.
Okay, yes, you have killed it. It is dead. You can't see any more. You think that was probably like the last one that was, just cowering in the corner. And it probably attacked because it saw no other way out kind of thing, most likely. You have Jim. He's still alive. Congratulations. He will be noted down as Jim. Jim. There we go. I made a note of it. You can kind of... All of you guys in the kind of main room that you've already reached, you're pretty much free to do what you want. So have a think about where you'd like to go next, what you'd like to do at the station. Let's switch over to Grimfist. Are you charging this unknown creature in the darkness?
I would assume so.
Okay. So, as you charge in, you see another large cow-like minotaur-type creature who is a little bit taller than you and possibly more muscled. You're not really sure. Probably not, because you're really strong. But
I'm really muscled.
But it turns to you and lets out this kind of like guttural, bestial, cow-like roar, if you know what I mean. Like bull, like how the minotaurs.
I return in favor.
Okay. Do you warg or you just?
I warg right back in his face.
And the boys warg with you. You can basically take the first move in this encounter.
Cool. I'm going to beat his face in with my.
Would you just like to kind of standard charge in?
I would like to charge in. Yes.
Okay. I'm sure I haven't put the combat the basic combat actions in. So I believe charge is a +20, but let me double check on this, just in case there's something better you can do. Yeah, sometimes this PDF doesn't like loading, does it?
I never. I'm probably I've loaded it a million times, but I never have an issue loading it. Probably just download it, guys.
I've been downloading it, but my only time I have trouble with it is when I'm trying to open up the bookmarks menu, then the PDF slows down because I think it's trying to load all the sorted content.
Yeah.
So I've noticed it depends on the book. Like if it's the Into the Storm, I don't have much of an issue.
Yeah, Into the Storm's really small though.
Yeah, it's a smaller book.
Yeah.
Like half the size of the core book.
Which is still a pretty big book if you think about it.
Charge is plus.
Yeah, the rulebook still didn't load for me. I don't know what's going on.
You should
have it
probably
downloaded?
download it in the future.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, so charge is a +10 to weapon skill.
Cool. I'm gonna do an all-out attack because I get bonuses for it.
Okay. So that wouldn't be a charge. That'd be like you'd like move into him, and in terms of like mechanics.
Oh, okay.
So it would be a +20. You can't dodge or parry.
Oh, that's fine. I get a second attack because I have Furious Assault. Yeah, I come with it.
Oh well, then yeah.
Like, oh, whoa, then fuck that. +20, Jesus. Submit. 3.9.
Hell yeah.
And want me to roll damage or the second attack first?
Roll the second attack.
Okay. Less successful. I'll reroll that.
Okay.
I feel like this should be the biggest thing we'll be running into today. Ooh, wow, okay.
Sure. Yeah.
I'll take it.
I'm going to say, on the success of your intimidate, you have momentarily. It's met these other like weird lizardy things. It's never met something big and strong that can like outroar it. So that gives it a moment of pause where it's not sure what to do because it's still a beast, which means it's not going to dodge. So if you roll me your damage.
Okay. 1 and 2. 40 damage.
Penetration?
Penetration on this is only 2.
2. Okay. So
That's when I get that power field, man. Gotta get that power.
yeah. Gotta make you something a bit more
Choppy.
Okay, yeah. So are you charging in without your boys? You kind of
No,
like
no, of course I'm bringing the boys. They need fighting too. What are you talking about? Yeah,
so
okay.
just so you know, you've done enough to destroy it.
Well, it's dead anyways, but they were coming too.
Okay. So you weren't like, you weren't like, this is mine, hang back and then charge in. It was just like,
No, I mean, I ran in, saw it, it yelled, I yelled, I was still running, then I hit it with my fucking stick.
okay. So yeah, your boys are with you, but they don't get a chance to do anything. How
Cool.
do you rip this thing apart?
How tall is it?
A little bit taller than you. So
A little bit taller than me?
1 and a hand, Grimfist.
Okay, I, 1 and a hand. I love your measurement system, it's great.
Thank you.
I will leap into the air, kind of uppercut it with my axe, and while falling, chop down as well onto its head as it falls.
Okay. The axe just buries in between the horns, like kind of down to about here on its face,
Nice.
and it's very clearly dead.
Nice. I will mangle its skull by just tearing out the axe.
Okay. Yeah. Blood.
Everywhere. Beautiful.
Everywhere. So you guys have successfully secured your beachhead as far as this is concerned. In terms of what you want to do next, it's really open to you. There's no concentrated defense. So if you want to push out, you can do so methodically, you can do so like just brazenly, carefully. If you want to leave at this point, you totally can if you like.
Hell no. What's wrong with you?
Are the horns on this beastie intact still?
Yes. You split it down the center of its head.
I will rip them off its head.
Okay. It requires a bit of soaring as well.
I'd say that's
I
probably
take
the
it.
time I make it to you. It's like, it takes you that long. I just come across this giant dead beast and you're like ripping this thing with the horns. Oh my goodness. What did you do to it?
I killed it.
I can see that, but why are you ripping it apart?
I want it.
Fair. Is there anything else around us right now? Like any other little things? Like
No, they've scotted off.
Have the rest of us caught up with them?
Delta
those two?
doesn't
Or-
care to
were we-
rush, so if you want to catch up, you can, but she doesn't.
I'm waking up Jim.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, Fred, you wake up Jim.
Jim.
Yes. What? God. It was like it was like a lizard, and it came right for me.
Yes, but I saved the day, so you should tell everyone on board I'm a hero.
Of course. Yes, of course I will. No, you saved my life. You said we weren't going to die, and we didn't.
No, not in that encounter. The next encounter, we'll have to gauge it when we get to that point. But this one, I was true to my word, and I saved your life. See that dead body right there? I beat up that fool.
Give me a second. Roll me. let's go. Let's go with charm. I think for this.
Can I wait? How many plus 10s or crits do I have?
I
The
Four.
rolls that we got.
The extra.
Crits.
I have
Hold on,
three.
let me
I-
reopen my. That's what I was actually gonna do because I have to mark my other one down. I want to say thank you to Knife for the crit success for me to add to my
Where you
list
at?
of
Wow,
crit
Knife.
successes.
I see how it is.
Fucking elf.
I think actually everybody still has a crit left.
Except for-
I still have 3 left. I didn't.
Well, okay, so right now what I have is Hippie's got 4 plus 10s left, Bloke's got 4, Allie's got 3, and Bobby's got 4.
Yeah.
Sheepy still has 3.
Those are the plus 10s.
Yeah.
Plus 10.
Okay. I want to use one of my plus 10s on this.
Okay.
So let's do it.
I think only hippies used his crit. So.
Yes.
I use mine as well.
Oh
I
yeah.
only use one.
Wait, Allie used yours?
4.8.
Yeah, I thought we started with 5, and then
No. That's the plus 10s,
That's-
not
yeah.
a crit success is an automatic like
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know
maximum
what.
best
Okay, no,
roll.
I don't know what that is then. Okay, I haven't used
Crit
that.
success. Crit success is like rolling a 1.
Yeah. Okay.
or a 20 on a d20 system.
Yeah.
Words.
I know what you meant.
Words of your heroic deeds over the next few weeks spreads through the crew, and a little Voidsman ditty about how you saved a random crew member who meant nothing to you goes through the lower decks of the ship.
Fred Ward is of the people.
Oh, fuck this.
I think he's trying to overthrow you, man.
Seeds of a mutiny have been planted.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Do you guys realize I
Would
can
you
incite
rather a
ship
man
at the drop of a hat?
or a drunken woman be in charge? Obviously,
You
a
realize
drunken
if you
woman.
incited a riot, you'd have orcs to deal with, and you would not want to do that.
Oh, you don't
Yeah.
realize if I incited a riot, I'm leaving. I'm not sticking around to see how the riot goes. I know how bad it's gonna go.
No, it's gonna be fine because I have orcs. Do you have orcs? I didn't think so, sir.
Yeah, that's why
I'm gonna send the orcs after you. Then we'll see
So-
who's laughing.
If you left in one of the ships here, we could just track the ship. It's not like you're going anywhere.
He has his own ship, though.
We can. It's
I can
not like
track through
he's
the warp.
going anywhere.
Yeah. So, Fred, take the custom talent. Let's call it famed, local fame.
What's this, saving Jim?
Oh yeah,
I
he rolled.
cleaned the cow in two.
No one saw it aside from your orcs and Marius.
What's local fame do for me?
It will basically give you +10 to interaction skills on the ship.
Fuck yes.
That's sick.
That's pretty cool, I guess. Except for it's -10 with me.
Why?
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It doesn't give you any benefits with me.
Yeah, obviously this will apply to
Players.
NPCs.
Non-players.
Yeah.
So, what would you guys like to do next?
Continue
How would you
exploring.
like to...
I'd like
I-
to find Archaeotech if we can. Because, you know, that's what we're here for.
Going to drag the corpse back to the rest of the group.
Yeah. So you guys come back together for kind of like we've established the beachhead. Now what? Dragging a couple. Wait, are you dragging the beast back?
Yeah, the big one.
Between a few of his orcs, dragging the now kind of headless beast, and dumps it down, and the orcs move off because they know they're not welcome during the big talk things. Is a big kind of minotaur style, like the original one you saw, very clearly destroyed.
What is that?
Dead.
Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Disgusting,
Well done.
really.
Where? Can I eat it? I could
Yeah,
just-
go ahead if you want to.
Oh. Right.
Oh,
Just gonna rip off an arm, start munching on it.
Okay.
Right, so what we doing now? Because I got a fighting in. Can we go in fighting more?
Yeah, we should fight more, and then maybe we can find something shiny or something like that.
Oh, that's on the beach.
I
Yeah.
know you do.
Maybe another data cache could be found.
A data
Maybe we
cache. Maybe there's a ship that works, or we could just,
Oh.
you know, take for ourselves.
I'd like a ship. Ship sounds
Yeah,
good.
ship would be
Maybe
good. Yeah.
we can get parts. Is there spare parts?
I don't know. I've never been here before. Have you?
It's my vacation home.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, Fred. Sure. Yeah.
No.
Oh,
That was sarcasm there.
I'm going to is there like a hand railing somewhere like within reach?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm just going to grab one, hand it back to Fred Ward. Pots.
your handrail.
Yeah.
Thank you. I am going to cherish this and use it for many things.
If you drop it, I'll kill you.
Yeah. Don't drop it.
Please don't. I want to see him rip someone else's head apart.
He holds it closer, starts hugging it.
So,
Captain Morn,
Yeah, Marius, what's up?
should we search some more?
Well, yeah, we're
What
going
is
to.
that
Wow,
connection?
you know, for an old guy, you're really, really excited to go walking around the ship.
Not that old.
What are you, like 300 or something?
Oh no, only half that.
Oh, only half. That's okay.
Well, plus a few, but who's counting, really?
Right. Okay. I'm surprised you're walking around so much. You like sitting by the data all the time, so...
Would prefer to sit, but sometimes you need to get out and stretch your legs.
Right, yeah.
And I suppose
I
that's what
always
I'm
say.
doing.
Except for I say you should just always have a drink in hand. Speaking of which...
I'm going to poke Marius's chest and be like, nice fight today. Yeah, that's all you shouted. Yeah. He's a bit slow to the fight, though. Killed it before you got there.
Like when you poke me in the chest, like are you poking me like right in dead center or like off? Like I know this is a really stupid question, but like just doesn't matter.
Dead fucking guy. Doesn't
It
really
probably feels like there's more muscle mass there than you'd expect. But I still kind of push back a little bit. The Oathsworn probably like quickly ready their weapons a bit, but then they drop them back down, and I just kind of like motion to them to lower their weapons. I did what I could. It's mostly these guys. How do you typically do that to your prey? Rip their heads apart and eat their brains?
I'm not eating the brains, an arm.
Well, what are you eating then?
His arm.
Oh, his arm.
Yeah.
Oh, ugh.
It's kind of hard to tell with the whole mess there, but yeah, it's a nom.
No, I took his horns. I'm just going to take the horns out of my pocket.
Oh, I don't want to see those.
Oh,
They stink.
yeah. What's you gonna do with
they are
those?
dripping with blood.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You put
and
them
I'm out
somewhere.
like a sparky bit out of it or something. Like a headpiece.
Do you think we could make something for the front of the ship, or you just put it on the front of the ship?
No, it's mine. I'll kill
Oh,
it.
come on, you can put it at the front. We could, like, you know, make it
Don't you-
decorative.
You go kill one,
Oh,
and you get them.
Oh, it's no fun. You like killing. I don't want to take that away from you. I'm a generous person, okay?
Well, then don't ask for me prizes. Yeah, little look,
Okay,
Randy.
fine, it's fine. I'm just gonna have another drink. You have fun
I'm
with
gonna
your
go
drinking
walk
horns.
over to my other orcs and like explain to them how I'm gonna make a headpiece. Like,
Okay. So, this is the point where I'm going to ask you, what are your intentions with this station?
I want to find everything.
Everything. I need a full blueprint. We got to do a full sweep.
No, I want to find something valuable. Some kind of salvage, maybe, or at least the origins of what the fuck happened here, what the deal with these creatures are. I'm more interested in profitability of the things, but obviously it's the breach, so like everything here is unknown as far as we're concerned.
I'm finding expensive booze to go trade with people.
scrap it.
If you find booze and you don't conceal it from Delta, she will drink it. Just a
I vote
reminder.
We either scrap it or take it. So
Okay, well, let's do this like this. So, your basic intention as a group is loot, correct?
sure.
Yeah.
Loot / like data information. But yeah, just like
Well, is there anyone here who's more interested in the information?
I would be.
He would be, yeah.
in terms of like what this station is, what it's doing, this kind of thing.
I'm more so
Like,
looking.
Like loot would include, if they have any, like warp routes and these kind of things.
Okay.
Information
Then.
like what were they doing here? Why were they here? What are these beasts, etc., etc.
I mean, Delta is interested in that to see if it has anything to do with Archaeotech or Xenostech.
What's your priority though?
Loot.
Okay.
I think Ophelia would probably be more interested in the information.
Okay. We have one person who is not a complete pirate. Cool.
Unfortunate.
I mean, don't be mistaken. She likes stealing stuff, but like she likes to learn about things a lot too. So.
Okay. Well, let's start off with Delta. Let's get a general command roll from you in terms of having your guys clear and search the station.
Any bonuses?
No. You can't even tell yourself to do it well, or don't let me down.
Can I no, I'm not charmed with them yet.
2.1 degrees of success.
Okay, so it goes pretty good. You don't get all the way down to the power core,
Okay.
where the like main infestation of these lizard creatures are. You run into a few of the bulls. There aren't as many of them, but they're much more dangerous. I'd say you lose a few of your men while doing this.
Okay.
You know, we're talking like 10 or so.
Okay.
Nothing, it wouldn't even impact your population on your ship or anything, just for narrative's sake. So we'll come back to that. Who would like to make their argument for searching and what skill you'd use for this?
I would probably see if there were any computer terminals or anything like that in the area to see if I could either ascertain like a ship manifest or like a ship map or something to that effect, so I could start narrowing me and my Oathsworn search. Or the whole group search, I should say.
They would be Xenotech, and they would be in the Strixus language.
Oh.
That I understand.
Yeah.
Oh.
I simply can't make out these letters. I've never seen this language before.
Delta looks over to you and says, "That's because you're not drinking enough. You want some."
I don't think that's how it works.
That's how it works for me every single time. I understand everything when I'm smashed.
Question. I have the polyglot talent. Does that mean that, like, after hanging out with it, I can read it?
Spending some time with it, sure, yeah.
Okay.
But it'd have to be a lot of time.
Quality time reading the language.
Oh, okay.
Like for example, if you want to gather some instances of the Strixus language and take it back with you on the ship, we can totally say that you slowly learn the Strixus language.
Okay. I'll do that slowly, but
right now it won't help.
I'm gonna look over Maris's shoulder and see what he's looking at. What you got there, eh?
Now you have two people on either side of you. Heavily breathing, and probably in your comfort zone.
I'm assuming he turned the display on.
Yeah.
What's it say?
You have the Strixus language?
Because I crit rolled, he said I understood it.
Oh, right, yeah. Because you used your crit, of course.
Yeah, I used my crit last time.
Oh, shit.
Take the skill, speak language, Strixus.
Okay.
That's so sick. That's a pickup right there. Oh, man.
I mean, as we go on, you know, I will just throw out things like the famed local, like the bloke has. So, you know, depending on when and how you use your crits, you could get nice stuff. So yeah, the details of this are medical and kind of biological, so you don't really understand what the words mean. But it seems to be detailing scientific projects in regards to manipulation of structure and cloning and things along those lines. That's about as far as you can understand.
Right. So say something about copying things and body bits. It's kind of boring, not right here. And I rip it up.
Whoa, Grimfist,
Rip it up.
you can read this.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever seen this script before. It's been a long time if I have. And
I saw it on the last ship.
that's incredible. You just seen it and you instantly just knew how to read it. That's incredible.
Yeah, I guess.
That's unbelievable. You're saying some medical knowledge? It's the gist of it?
Well, I guess.
Useless. No information. It's not. I have no interest in this.
So I can have it.
How are you going to get the information?
Easy. I rip the console up.
Oh dear.
No, what are you
Take a step back.
doing? Why?
We said he didn't need it.
No. Well, I didn't say I didn't need it.
I'm
He
sorry.
didn't chime in.
Come on, why?
Gonna
Alright.
go
I
over
put it
here.
back down.
Everyone roll a d10.
I've shoved the console back into the hole it was. A D10?
Everyone stop rolling sixes.
What the heck?
5.
The devil.
5. I rolled a 5.
Okay.
And
7.
then a 7.
Delta.
Yes!
A
Bad things happen, please.
large squig who has apparently wandered onto the station and been sniffing around, walks up to you, stares at you, coughs,
Ugh.
coughs again, and then pukes up. And I'm going to need another D10.
Okay. 6.
A 1.
Oh,
Jeez.
not from all of you. Sorry, just from Delta.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so 6. Yeah.
Oh god. Please tell me.
It's
God
like
damn.
a-
That
acid
bad, huh?
or something.
Oh,
Just a
You don't
poop.
understand. Squigs are literally a mouth with legs.
yeah. It is an ornate, beautiful-looking polearm weapon of some kind. God knows how it didn't kill it. When it
Oh.
but it does anyone have let's say tech at a -30 but archaeotech specific?
Oh, I have Forbidden Lore Archaeotech.
Yep, that'll work.
Heck on a minus.
Can I get
30.
a plus instead of a minus?
I'll give you +10, yeah,
Yeah.
because this was a
Oh dear lord.
Fuck! No, I want to roll it again.
okay.
So, Sheepy,
Yeah.
I crit failed while looking at it.
Your eyes pop.
Damn it. I want to know what it is.
I also wanted to know what it was.
Hold
Sheepy.
on.
Can anyone
Hold
roll
on.
attack,
I still
please?
have...
Yeah. Anyone can roll tech.
2.
And I don't have any tech thing.
It's at a -30, so.
I'm gonna do
I have
one. No, wait, I
mine.
can only do a reroll. once, never mind.
I will also allow for Ophelia Forbidden Law Psychers, let's say with a +20.
Tigers? Okay.
Oh.
Plus 20?
Yeah.
Do you mean -20?
Plus 20.
No, +20.
Oh.
5.3 degrees of success.
All right.
Give me a moment.
Great, because right now it's happening while Sheepy's doing that. This thing just threw up a polearm of sorts. And Delta looks down at it and then looks around without, like, really moving her head. Her eyes are kind of just, like, scanning the room like, am I really this drunk? Does anybody else see this or I am?
I'm
Because,
pretty sure everyone did see it, right? Because we're all like
It's-
together.
I
It's
mean,
there. It's
right,
disgusting.
have you been drinking? No? So that's really there, and that really happened. Right?
Yes.
That was really right there.
Yeah.
That's mine,
I
by
mean-
the way. That I'm taking that, whatever that is.
Keep it.
Do you know what that is?
I just want to inform Sheepy,
Yeah,
I have crit failed while examining this.
yeah. You got no idea what it is. Could be anything.
You suffer migraine.
Yeah,
Trying to think.
Okay.
your head hurts.
I was gonna say
Or
like
head hurts.
I mean, I'm not gonna make it disappear or like.
I break it.
So I know what it is, or
Yeah, no. With 5.3 degrees of success, I had to go and search for something which I'd noted down because you know exactly what this is, and it's something extremely special. This is a let me just do this. Yeah. Okay. This is a relic glaive. It is it is an archaeotech
Yes.
melee weapon, basically. You actually know what it's called. It's called Grey Matter, and
Grey Matter.
it is a relic that you were taught about when you were learning your tools of the trade, when you were being taught after being soulbound to the Emperor.
wait. So like this is like, so it's called gray matter.
Yeah.
Like, and this is like a specific like relic,
It is
like
a
actual.
named relic.
Oh
that is
my god.
it is fairly famous within astropaths and psychers and etc. You know, for example, there is a hidden button on it somewhere, which if you push it, it will disappear and turn into like a little pet, basically.
Oh, that's sick.
Also, because you rolled so well, you know that this enhances psychic techniques.
Oh, I don't even get to keep it. Fuck.
Yeah, this is why I laughed. Game mechanics wise, it gives you +1 to your psi rating when using psychic techniques.
So
Well, we already get, obviously.
it's
But
basically
it's mine.
for meta, it's a sharp stick.
Yeah.
For me, it's like something that I learned about and was pretty. It was like,
You can't
maybe
miss.
not even.
It's similar to Excalibur.
Yeah.
Just like
Oh, that's.
But like, I guess it'll go on a wall.
You can use it.
What's your weapon skill?
Wait, hold on. This little thing. How did it throw it out?
Yeah, like I'm picturing like how
Yeah.
big is this little thing? Like
Yeah,
I'm still in character asking what the hell
Right.
is going on and what is this?
Okay, Ophelia just gets really, really excited. She's like, "This
Oh
is.
my god, what's
I-
wrong?
I can't believe this is even real. This is. I
It's
learned
not.
about this.
I'm drunk. I must be drunk. This must be some kind of a drunken state. I
Oh,
must be
after-
dreaming.
After realizing I don't know what the fuck this stick is, I'm gonna go and like examine the squig and
Okay.
be mesmerized by the large squig.
It
I'm
appears to be
still.
a squid.
I'm going off on a tangent trying to explain to Delta what it is.
Okay, I don't care. A big pointy thing is very important somehow, and it's totally mine because he threw up on me.
Well,
My boots need to get clean. That's mine. What it?
it's a psycho relic. It's something that we learned about. It has an amazing power, and I can't even believe that it's real.
Right. So if I pick it up, right, and I touch it, anything bad gonna happen?
you may
So
die.
No, it
I'm
just
not
won't
gonna
be-
die. Don't be ridiculous. I can't
I
get
was
killed by
lying,
anything.
boy.
You won't die. It just won't be very useful to you, but it would be useful to me. You
I feel
know.
as if it has most value in your hands, Ophelia.
I didn't ask for your opinion or your opinion. I just asked what it was.
Well, that's fine.
It's called gray matter. It's
Great.
a glaive that wait, what's the ability thing? The psi rating thing?
It gives +1 to your psi rating. Well,
So how in narrative terms?
It enhances psychic abilities.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it enhances psychic abilities. It makes your abilities more powerful, so they're a bit easier to use, but mostly you do more damage. You're more effective.
It allows for astropaths to be more powerful in battle. It's really
Astropaths or psychics? Because what if I'm a psychic? What if I didn't even know it was? Can I try?
Sure.
Drunken
Read-
Delta talking.
I know.
Drunken Delta talking.
Have we had these type of conversations?
These are,
before?
yeah, definitely.
Oh,
What
so-
if actually I am really the emperor this whole time, right? And I didn't even know it.
Oh.
I walk away.
I'm so sorry. Just forgive me, Gohan.
Yeah, I've walked off. The slate.
Oh, do you hear that? Oh, it sounds like heresy somewhere over here.
Yes. Delta gets exceptionally heretical when she's drunk. It's
And
wonderful.
really upset that she gets an archaeotech she can't use it.
I'm gonna feed the squig the remaining bit of arm that I have, by the way.
Okay.
I definitely keep walking now.
So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna kill somebody with this thing. The pointy ends, yeah? And then maybe I'll give it to you.
Yeah, how about this? I'll let you use it, and then
Let me use it. I'm the captain. I can do whatever I want, you know. Just say, want to point that out. What if I
Sounds-
discover that I'm actually a special, what's the word? Psycho. Yeah, that thing. Well, you're...
Delta.
I mean, I wouldn't really be arguing with the weird gits because I just crushed your head and it doesn't matter.
What?
Yeah.
It's mine. I found it. Just like you
the
found
squid
your
found
shit.
it.
In the... No, I found it. You find your shiny things. I found my shiny. My shiny thing happened to just be
Oh, hold
Mouth
on.
and
This is
leg
not just a
delivered.
shiny thing.
okay while I was just standing there. But nonetheless, all my work, obviously.
Delta.
Did you throw it up?
Tell me I'm wrong. Go ahead.
Is it still sitting
Go
on
ahead.
the ground?
I'm
Has
not
anyone
wrong.
picked this up?
No,
No, I already
Fred
picked it up.
Okay.
Yeah, I already picked it up. Because I was trying to be like, I'm a psyker now. It's fine.
I mean, you're lucky it's not a force plate.
Am I offended?
I don't know. Are you offended? Are you offended?
So,
No,
whoever
she's probably done this before. I'm not.
I'm
Yeah.
definitely the greatest captain drinking psyker. Wait, what? That didn't make any sense at all. That's fine.
Delta, roll me a d10.
Yes. Guys, this is what happens. This is what I want. I want rolls. Damn it. A 1! I rolled a 1. Do I die?
I mean, good luck keeping it.
As you're talking, you're like,
Does it
running your
vanish?
hands over the. It doesn't vanish. It turns into a little pen. It's like,
A
and
pendant?
it's a little pen.
A pen.
A pen?
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell? What'd you do? Ophelia, put it back.
I didn't do anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
If you did this, I don't want a fucking pen. What am I supposed to? I can't. Actually, I could probably put this to somebody's eye. She's like
We have
motioning with it right now towards the closest person near her.
They do say the pen is mightier than the sword.
Shut up, you stupid. Okay.
But not the sharp, pointy stick.
Well,
She's-
it must have been like an illusion or something.
I'll figure it out. It's fine. It's just no big deal. It's fine.
Because you rolled a 1,
Yeah.
which is again, it's like crit success. You know how to turn it back on now.
Fuck. I was trying to trick her into giving it to me.
Like after a very quick look at it, you can see like a very small indentation, which you can press.
Oh, look at that. That's clever. You want to see something really cool? Yeah, stand real close to the edge of here, though. No, I'm just kidding. That's probably a bad idea. You should stand back. She just pops it open again. Look at that. I figured it out.
It expands and clicks into place. Crackles with like vague energy.
Ophelia.
How big is this squig, by the way?
Depends.
How does it depend? How big is the squig?
Oh, how big is the squig? I thought you said a squig.
No, the squig.
It is big. It is big enough to swallow and puke up a
Glaive?
A glaive.
A glaive.
So it's like 3/4 Grimfist.
That is fucking massive.
That's a
Yeah.
big squid.
Oh, yeah.
It's a big-
You think I could
I'm
kill
keeping
it with
it.
this?
No,
Should
I'm
I kill
keeping
it? Do you want me to kill it?
I mean, I'm keeping it.
You're keeping it?
That's what your heart desires.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fine, well, I'm keeping this, so I guess we get what we want. Except
Yeah,
for the
have you
failure.
ever seen a squid this big? I just swallowed a glaive. That's pretty good.
That's pretty talented, yeah.
Oh, you know what? I take out the horns and kind of put them on the side of his head. New idea.
It licks you
Oh, yeah, okay, that's totally normal.
and
Just
wags
like
its tail.
me being a psych is totally normal. Not a psycho. Marius.
Took
Marius.
4 episodes for this.
Marius.
I've walked away.
Yeah, he's
He-
walked
he's,
away.
Oh, shit.
when you did the heresy, like the slight mark on the Emperor, I literally turned and walked out.
Yeah, you don't want to be part of that.
Yeah, I literally just walked up. And then when I seen Grim, well, what did he do?
I fed the leftover of the arm to the
Yeah,
squid.
I like double timed it there. Yeah, I really picked up the pace.
Oh, shit. Alright, fine. Pen it is. People getting all pissy about it.
A large mangled squig. Mm.
Let me know what the squig's name is, and I'll draw up a character sheet for it for next episode.
Jim the Squig.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with the whole glaive thing, so.
You're gonna have to convince. You're gonna have to
I don't know how
convince
to
Delta.
convince her.
How do you convince Delta to do anything?
Give her something more exciting to care about. That's
A
how.
bottle of really
All right.
strong booze. Trade.
Let's
Tradesy.
let's do this because you haven't searched the ship yet.
Yes,
that
I
was,
know.
That was
I'm now leaving with my new squig.
Yeah.
okay. That was a let's do this because it was a very generous donation. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, gamer.
Put in your talents, booty squig, plus 10 to let's say search when looking for treasures.
I called a loot squig because booty just sounds wrong.
You can call it whatever you like, mate.
Loot
Buzz.
squig. I'll grab this from.
I'm just gonna put in my gear. Just gonna put loot squig.
Just plus 10 to search when looking for
Okay.
booty.
I kept a copy of the entry for the relic, by the way.
Yeah.
Just.
I can always pull it up again. But
Yeah.
it's,
Well, I just copied it to my other
So
notes.
would Ophelia be really, really mad about her not being able to get this?
That's on you.
Yeah,
if you
that's
want
totally
it.
up to you.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's like a legendary, like, astropath.
It
Well,
is literally
Psyker. Is
part of
it?
your
It's for
childhood
ability.
Psykers specifically.
Well, I mean, like, for
Yeah.
astropaths, I learned with them, so that's what
Yeah, it's part of your childhood, so it's absolutely up to you how upset you
Yeah.
are that you don't get this famous relic that you totally have bragging rights over.
what I will say is that you know that it's important to kind of psychers in general. It's not like an astropath. It's not.
Well,
part
I meant,
of the
yeah, I was,
heritage.
yeah, I was
Um,
terms.
it's very cool and it's very powerful. Not getting it, how you feel about that is, up to you and your relationship with Delta, basically.
I mean,
but
we're supposed to
I-
be, like, good friends, but...
Yeah.
I would imagine that you have an idea that Delta's in like drunk, spoiled child mode.
Well, yeah.
So
Yeah, so that's why I'm kind of letting it go.
yeah, there's a distinct possibility that you can convince her or trick her or flatter her or bribe her into getting it. So
I would say, given how long that you have traveled with her, once she gets her hands on something that she's more interested in, other things fall by the wayside.
Yeah, she
So-
stops caring. Yeah.
Yeah, she's got major
And-
attention issues when it comes to like the latest shiny thing, especially when it comes to archaeotech.
Mhm.
Speaking of which, let's go through each of you individually, and in terms of searching for loot,
Yeah.
let's start with we've had the roll from Delta, which is like the overall success, which I still have in my head. So let's go to Fred. How are you searching? What are you looking for? This kind of
Well,
thing?
I'm looking for expensive items, or rare, extremely rare, Xenos items that I could possibly trade. Maybe Xenos liquor.
I wouldn't.
Except for Delta totally would.
So that's what I would look to.
Okay.
Scrutiny?
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's get a scrutiny with just a +10 from your past background. I imagine you've dealt with Xenos tech before.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay, let me re-roll.
Okay. This is your last reroll.
I know it is.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use one of my +10s on it, so I'll get a +20.
Okay.
Ha! There we go.
All right. Grimfist, what are you searching for? How are you searching for it?
Shiny bits, roughly.
Okay. What kind of skill can you use for that? Tech, maybe?
Tech or search.
Yeah.
I guess. Like
Search, because you have what we
I
did.
do not have.
Exactly.
I don't know what to call him. So he's gonna be Squig for now.
Hornswoggle. So yeah, tech or search works, whichever you prefer.
I'm gonna search this time. Make the plus. And then I'm also gonna use a +10.
Okay, so +20.
Yep. Oh, sad face.
All right. Marius.
I probably would have walked off. Like as I walked off, I would have rounded up my old sworn, and I would have just kind of walked around to see if there's anything like glaringly obvious.
Okay.
If there's nothing that I see, I would head back to the ship.
All right.
You want me to roll a search or anything?
Yeah. Whatever you feel would be appropriate for searching. Basically, it's like convince me to use your good skills.
I would probably, because I'm so slow, I would probably have gotten my oath sworn to just wander and see if they found anything that looked.
And maybe bring
valuable.
items back to you.
Yeah. Could I use a command roll to do that?
Yes, you may. If what I will say is, if you use search, you get a +20 to that. So whichever's higher.
Yeah, I'll still use command. It's just slightly higher.
All right.
No modifier, right?
No modifier.
Okay.
Because you're basically using your associate skills.
I'm gonna re-roll that.
Sure.
We get 3. It's the fate points are re-rolls, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
So they refill at the end of every session.
Okay.
So you can use them every session.
Okay.
Burning them is more like I would like to survive a deadly situation, I think. Okay. And Ophelia. You're muted.
I'm muted. Yeah. Yes. I don't know what I would really be searching for.
Use the force, Luke.
I
I mean, Ophelia.
So
But I don't know where I got that quote from. It's so random. I must be a genius when I'm drunk. Okay, go ahead.
Or maybe you're a psycho.
I'm a psycho, definitely.
what I will say is, if you want to use search or scrutiny, you may, to search for just generalized things. If you'd like to go off this discovery of this bizarre glaive, you can search with Sign of Science, but it will only help you. If you're looking for more psychic paraphernalia, I guess.
Sure. Yeah, sure, I'll go with that.
It won't help the group in finding anything. Everyone else has done group rolls, is what I was saying.
Oh. Yeah, it's okay. Sure, I'll do it.
Right. This is what happen when you don't
She's
give
salty
the group
about Delta taking the glaive.
Any modifier?
No.
Okay.
You can use one of your +10s if you like, or your crit success, which you still have.
Do I want to use that?
I wouldn't advise it though.
No. Maybe I'll do one of the +10s. I still have 3 left, so
Okay.
might as well. Might as well. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So, let's get a D10 from Delta and from Ophelia.
Seven. And a 3.
3. All right. Okay, so Delta, aside from you, who finds this item? Like the
glaive?
acquired? No, this is another item that you
Oh,
guys
another
find
item?
through this station.
One of the people I probably have with me.
Mhm.
One of the voidsmen, most likely, right? Because we have, like, we're not going off on our own, obviously, so, I don't know if I would take it. I don't know if anybody, so, like, this is a question for crew. How tolerant are they of Delta when she's at this level of drunkenness? Because she's very intolerable for
I
most
don't give a
people.
fuck.
I mean, yeah, that's why her and the orc get along. She's usually better around the orc when she's more drunk, actually. But
I don't like you sober. You don't let me do fun.
Ophelia's used to you in any way that you come by now.
yeah, I know. That's true. Whoever, like, Fred, she's trying to get to know Fred, but she's very intolerant of him in general because of his attitude when she obviously was saving him, not kidnapping him. Obviously.
Kidnapping.
And I don't know if she would have. I don't know if he would have stuck around long enough to, like, go along with her anyway. So it's up to the rest of the crew if they would have been with her. I know that Hippie's character went off with his group, so he's doing his thing, and then Marius is probably doing his own thing with his group as well. So it really just gives a. I'll leave it if anybody from either Loke or Allie, if you wanted your character with me, that's up to you.
Well, let's have Fred find it. I think.
Okay. What am I
So,
finding?
Fred, as you're joining in the search, you trip over this kind of like little case just as you're rounding a corner. Knocks over a few boxes, kind of thing, and when you open it, you see this kind of meticulously engraved, designed, strange-looking pistol.
Oh. I take it out. Is it like an Archaeotech pistol, or is it like Xenos?
It is Xenos tech. This is probably something the Strixus have made.
Oh. I take it out and like point it. I'm like,
Okay.
What kind of ammo does it hold? I'm gonna like examine it.
Do you fire it?
Is there a place where I can fire it?
Yeah, you can just fire it down there.
Okay. I'm just gonna be like, boom.
Okay. It fires out this kind of like different from what you're used to from like las guns, like beam of energy. It seems a bit more powerful. It seems a bit more accurate. And after you fired it, you realize that there's nowhere to load it, and it actually makes these kind of like whirring, charging up sounds as you fire it.
Oh, that is cool. Looks like Papa's got a new gun. And I holster that shit.
Wait, I'm not with him, am I?
Yes, you're
Oh, I am?
nearby. So
Did you just call yourself Papa?
Don't you call yourself Papa?
No, definitely not.
Is
Why do you
that
call
not-
yourself Papa? Is that like a fetish of yours?
Oh, I mean, Papa is a term of endearment for myself, right? So I love
You
myself.
are endearing to yourself.
Yes.
That's the
I'm a beautiful
most
man.
absolutely pompous and arrogant thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yes.
So,
So you look in the mirror and you're like, yeah, Fred, you're a badass, Fred.
How do you know my morning routine?
Right. So
I'm gonna.
It's because she's a psyker.
I'm a psychic, obviously.
You are a psyker.
Yes, I'm a very, very creepy psycho that watches people in the morning to find out that they talk to themselves in the mirror.
That's pretty limited ability.
Okay, don't judge me. We're judging you right now. Don't try to flip this around like that.
Oh, I judge myself.
Did you
every
see
morning.
my pen?
I-
Would you
myself.
like to take a closer look at my pen? I'll show
Yes.
you.
All right.
Do you want to die today?
Over
She's
a
like
pen.
staring you like straight in the face, like almost noses touching at how uncomfortably close she got to you, and asks if you want to die today.
I mean, is die and
Staring, but slightly not to the center of your face.
Yeah, I'm like slightly swinging to the side a little bit as I'm trying to keep my balance.
is die like an innuendo of some sort?
You think I'm coming on to you? No.
Yes.
Look at my pen. She holds it up and then presses the button without taking her eye contact away from you. Look
And
at
it,
you're
like-
not looking at it.
Well,
turns into the glaive and like swooshes past your head. Over your shoulder.
I'm like, I saw that earlier. It's a very
Yeah,
nice.
that's right.
Are you,
Now your morning routine looks like shit, doesn't it? Have a good night. Have fun with that gun.
good night. And he just stands there confused at the occurrence that just happened.
So,
You never cleaned that, did you?
on me.
Oh no. She was.
Oh,
She
that's
don't
gross.
care. She don't
That's
care.
gross.
The stats for the pistol are up in the chat. You can take away the clip and the reload because the weapon changes its damage to energy and never runs out of ammunition, nor needs to be reloaded, although it can still jam. Further, if the attacker successfully inflicts Righteous Fury with this weapon, that attack also ignores all of the target's armor points. It also has Resplendent, so this thing is, as I said, ornate and beautiful looking. It kind of seems like maybe it was made for a commander, but it adds flair to it, completing tasks with an additional flourish. The owner of this item gains +5 to bonus to charm and intimidate tests while it's in his possession, but search tests to find the item when it's concealed are made at +30 bonus.
So it's really easy to find.
Yeah.
Yeah, this gun is perfect for him. What's his gun
And
called?
just off the top of my head, I'd go with Speakeasy. But
Speakeasy. That's nice. +5 to charm. And intimidate. Okay.
and no ammunition, so you can use it endlessly.
Yes.
It does have semi-auto fire as well. It can hit twice, which is quite nice.
And it's pen 2?
Pen 2, yeah. Damage is 1d10 +4, and it's not impact I, it's energy.
Okay.
And Ophelia. After kind of seeing this ridiculously impressive glaive, you decide that it's got to have been hidden and in an important place. Now, you may have told this to other people, but because you didn't get the glaive, you're not going to.
Yeah.
You focus your psychic powers and you follow this, like, it's almost like a scent. You can like taste it as you're moving, and you follow it like through winding paths, already being cleared out, to this little kind of locker room almost. Very small, but this kind of like potent feeling, this potent smell is coming from this area. After a little bit of like moving around and like, you know, messing with different bits on tables and etc., you hit a hidden switch where the wall just, and out pops this like glass cage with this really strange, let me just pull it up so that I can get it more accurately. Basically like a cat suit is how I would describe it. It shimmers, and it kind of, sometimes you're not even sure it's there. But yeah, there it is.
It's inside of this glass case?
Yeah.
Okay, is it locked?
No, you can open it.
Okay, I open it.
Okay. This appears to have some form of like chameleonic aspect to it. So when you like put your hand under it to like look at it, you can see like reflections like shimmering of your hand, almost like it was see-through.
That's so cool. Okay, I take it.
Okay, you have an assassin's body glove. I will.
Wow.
This is it's not archaeotech or anything like that. There is the basics of it. It is wreathed in an invisible protective field that periodically springs to life to protect its wearer, forcibly pushing aside projectiles. Swing of the sword. First time an attack successfully strikes the armor's wearer, each round the attacker must re-roll his weapon skill or ballistic test with a -10 penalty. It is it is on your head and your body, so basically all over, 4 armor. It's also unpredictable, so when you succeed on a test using the item, you add a degree of success. When you fail, you add 2 degrees of failure.
Ooh.
It's also lucky, so the owner of this item counts as having 1 additional fate point that you can spend but not burn.
Ooh. That's real cool.
Well,
I can't put it on right now because I'm wearing a void suit still, right?
yes.
So,
Yeah. You can't put it on.
Put it in my whatever bag or whatever we have to hold things. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
It's kind of like, you know, maybe after, let's say, half a day of searching, you know, you guys find. Let me just go back to your rolls to see. Okay. Yeah, you guys find a decent cache of just standard Xenos technology, specifically Strixis. You don't find, aside from the glaive and the aforementioned trade route, you don't find anything else archaeotech or from the Imperium. You would suspect that maybe they either stumbled upon them or they pirated them maybe at some point and just kept them lying around because they didn't know what to do with them. And yeah, you guys can trade these items or, you know, whatever you'd like. So
I don't find anything.
Well, you found the pistol, technically speaking.
I didn't. He found the pistol.
Yeah, but it's a crew-wide thing.
Was there
But I
expensive
didn't get
alien
another.
booze on?
But I didn't get a second roll.
You didn't get a roll?
No, because I rolled the first roll for everything, right? And then everybody else got their own rolls and found their own stuff.
Well, your roll was for like how much Xenos tech and whether you found any items at all. Because you're working as like a crew, as a team.
So I'm gonna end up with nothing again.
You have a glaive.
Everybody knows is gonna go to her anyway. It's gonna go to Ophelia.
Any idea how expensive that glaive is? You could sell it for a couple.
The glaive came from a donation, not from my roll. I want to point out.
Which is why it's so
Sheepy continues to shit on me. Everybody bear witness.
I mean,
takes my kills, gives me lady boners, and then takes them away.
I can make a swig anyway, Sheepy.
Just wait what happens, guys. Multiple times he's taken critical kills away from my character.
I will take it away, alright?
Unbelievable.
I mean, the thing is, Meta, he decided to let you have that because I did crit fail while basically holding it, so he very easily could have broken it in half.
No, you didn't hold anything when it happened.
Yeah, we did. When we were looking, I said I was gonna go look at it, and Orc looking at it isn't staring at it; it's holding it, examining it.
Yeah.
I crit failed that.
That's it. Delta's doing something horribly stupid by the end of the show. Let's keep going.
Oh, she hasn't already?
Nope.
Yeah.
You haven't even seen it yet.
You haven't even seen that dumb idea.
Stupid, yeah. I'll show
I'm
you.
staying true to my character. This is what happens.
She falls down in the shower.
What?
It's horrible.
That's it's a drunk joke.
I've never fallen
So-
down in the shower. I've also never really been drunk, so...
Yeah.
That's very good. Was there expensive booze on board that I find?
No, you get nothing. That's the voice of Sheepy coming through my mouth.
No, there's no booze on here. It was a research and science station.
Mm-hmm.
There were most of what you find, aside from a couple of stored items which possibly were dropped off here and just ignored or forgotten. Most of what you find gears towards the science and biology and all that kind of thing. Useless for any of you as far as you're concerned currently, but
What, the Xenobits?
the xenotype, yeah.
No, they're great for scrap. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I mean, you can turn them into something, but
Oh yeah, I'm going to.
Oh.
They get put in the pile of other Xenos garbage
Yeah.
that I happen to find.
there's a couple of rooms in the ship at this point that are just filled with cogs and bolts basically from
Yeah.
Xenos tech.
Oh, I'm gonna go back and grab that console I ripped up too.
Sure.
That Meta was upset that I took.
Meta wasn't
That'll
upset.
be
Delta
Well,
was upset.
That Delta was upset.
Meta
I
could
don't-
give two shits about fake console.
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab that again and bring it with me.
Okay. I have gotten into the grog.
okay.
And by that, I mean my personal stash that I kept aside for moments where I have run out of other booze.
Wait, so are we back on the ship now?
Yeah, if you guys wanted, you can clear out the core of the ship, but
The space station?
No.
of the station, yeah.
Nah.
I
I mean,
probably would have left. Yeah.
You can't use the station for anything
Right.
really.
Mhm.
Technically speaking, a year or two maybe at the outside. You could work on restoring it and bringing it back up to being usable, but it would be a lot of money and it would be a lot of resources that you don't really currently have.
Yeah.
I mean, anyone who'd like to come up with ideas for things for the station, basically stuff I can present to you as ideas,
Hmm.
roll me a intelligence, just straight up.
Oh, as well.
Okay.
I could
Like-
always use anything. So-
Nope.
You want this space station to fly?
Nope.
I can give it Orc time and I'll make it fucking fly.
Everybody's failing hardcore.
I'm re-rolling this one.
This is a
Okay.
piece of crap.
I'm
It is
spend them while I got them. This is
I
gross.
I don't even need the idea. I've already decided if I get the chance, I'm making this thing fly. It's just going to be a ship. I'm an Orc.
Well,
What else am I going to fucking do with it?
as far as you guys are concerned, the station's not going anywhere, and it's been abandoned for Emperor knows how long. So,
Delta
can
knows
always
how long
come
because she's
back
the
and-
emperor.
Yeah, Delta is the god emperor.
Yes.
Tears seat. La 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 la.
so you guys know that you don't have to decide to do something with it now. The station wasn't super difficult to clear out. You can just come back and do
I
it
thought
again.
we were all gonna
How
die.
many hours did we spend on this ship?
A half day.
Oh, we're fine. I'll be back.
So we're going back to our ship now.
Well, unless there's something that you
I
guys
will.
decide
Unless
to-
I run across something terrifying that wants to kill me, we're going back to the ship.
I mean, there are the. Basically, by this point, you've probably picked up on the crew calling the little guys the Stricty Eye,
Okay.
and the bigger guys are Strict Balls.
Yeah, that's fine.
You've run into them, obviously, but
Yeah.
there's nothing worse that you can find.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Back to the ship then, eventually.
Okay.
Yeah. I call a meeting.
Your presence is requested.
Yep.
Um,
And my meetings are always conducted in my room, so
Is it an everybody meeting?
it's
I
a you guys meeting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, everybody.
Yeah.
Cool.
All
I'll
right.
bring my swig.
So I found this thing. It's a pen.
It's a
Fred is muted. It's a pen.
stick.
Yeah,
stabby
it's a
stick.
pen that turns into a large stick that Ophelia gets a hard on for. What about you? What'd you find, Fred, with your papa gun?
Oh, Fred has walked in because he misread the message and thought it was a message for him to come.
Oh, yeah.
So he has a bottle of Armasec, and he's like, "Well, this is awkward. I mean,
Oh, you brought drinks. Good.
I never. Can orcs make love? Is that a thing?
What?
Oh, that's interesting.
This is a group thing, right?
I don't know what we're talking about, but I don't want to be rude.
Fred. I
I
don't
don't know what these things.
Fred.
I thought this was a personal summons, and now everyone's here. Which I'm not going to, shame anyone for. I'm more the merrier. But apparently that's not what it is, and I am just keep talking. I found this shiny gun.
And I found that drink wandering into my hands. Thank you very much.
I pour you a drink, and I'm like, "There you go, madam."
Great, thank you.
is it like pour the drink and then like there you go, man, and like keep
I feel like I'm grabbing for the bottle if he's trying to give me a cup of it.
Just take it away.
Is she going for the bottle?
Yeah, of course I'm going for the bottle.
Okay, I have myself a glass, and I give her the bottle. And I'm
Yeah.
like, the captain knows best.
That is true. See, more people should agree with you about that specifically, not other things.
There's certain things Captain doesn't really know.
Murder, mayhem, and looting. So I feel like I've covered all the big things. Right.
Yeah.
Uh,
All
thought
right.
of something very
I rub my
important.
squig, pat him on the head.
Yeah, the gun. What's up with the gun? It's all shiny and such.
Well, it has no ammunition, but it shoots endlessly. Also,
Shoots
like, it's just really
endlessly.
shiny, and like, when I'm like, it just makes me look a little bit more dazzling. And actually, sometimes people get a little intimidated when I'm talking to them and I'm waving it around. But
You think
Are you waving it around right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think that might have something to do with the fact you're actually waving a gun around?
He does look more impressive, just a little bit.
It might be the drink talking, but never mind. I'm not going to finish my thought there aloud.
I refuse to be impressed by this man.
Sure.
I didn't talk, okay? One time. Okay. But yeah,
Yeah,
I know.
and you failed. You almost lost memory, basically.
Yes.
Now, here's the important part. Ophelia, you found this assassin's body glove by yourself.
Yes, I did.
No one knows about it.
No, they do not. But I was thinking about possibly doing a trade, but I don't know if it would work.
That's gonna be the interesting. Do you reveal it and let everyone know that you have it, or do you keep it for yourself? Is Ophelia?
I would only reveal it if it would be plausible to trade for the glaive.
again, this is probably something that's between you and Delta.
Yeah.
Personally, I imagine you guys have had similar interactions like this before.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So probably not over things quite so expensive and important, you know, but you would have a decent knowledge of how pliable Delta is to such agreements. So
Meta, how
Yeah.
plausible of a situation would that be?
it's up to you, Delta, to decide like how much Ophelia would know.
Technically, that armor's, like, from a rating perspective, is worse than hers current armor, but the
really?
other things are interesting. I'm just reading over it right now.
Yeah.
It's-
What?
It has some ups and it has some pretty
Yeah.
big downs
Yeah,
too.
yeah, it does.
Incidentally, for everyone watching while they're deciding this,
Mhm.
all of these items were randomly rolled by myself. So
That's funny.
all of the stats and everything.
Brought to you by Sheepy's Random Roll Emporium. See what you find.
Yeah. I mean,
There's-
really pretty intense items for random rolls. So yeah.
And I already have 4 fate points is the other thing.
Ooh.
But
I don't even know how many I have. Hold on.
3 probably.
In terms
Three,
of
yeah.
in terms of worth,
Mm-hmm.
the body glove generally is probably worth more monetarily.
Right.
if-
Oh, okay.
If you
Interesting.
could find like back in the Imperium, like some other rogue traders maybe might be interested in the glaive, but for the most part it's useless to most people.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's cool looking,
Psychers.
but it's psychers will pay, obviously.
Yeah.
And they're like, if you find the right person, the glaive is worth like 5 times that.
Right.
But just for general trading, the assassin's body glove is actually really quite good. So
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
But let's see. Maybe. I mean, it would definitely be a private conversation versus a group conversation, so she would definitely
Yeah.
know that. You'd also have
Yeah.
to talk to her when she's less
Drunk.
drunk.
Yeah, that's another thing I was thinking about.
Because
like,
she's not,
oh,
she's not reasonable when she's drunk at all.
and randomly angry at the universe.
yeah. Yeah, so for now, for this meeting, I'm not going to say anything about it, but I assume that Ophelia would have a talk with Delta. You know, it's just because they get together frequently, I assume, and just kind of
Yeah.
chit chat. Yeah, so.
Gonna give my squig some grog. Does.
Okay.
Ophelia,
Yes, Mary.
do you?
Whoa.
It's
You made a nickname. That's pretty good.
I did ask him if I could call him that earlier, but he never gave me an answer. So.
Oh, so yeah, it means yes when they don't
sure.
respond.
I honestly don't mind either way. It doesn't really matter. Do you have any more of those sweet, delectable cake things with the sugar?
Do I? Do I have any
Oh
left?
yeah, sure. You
I
can-
do.
They're stale.
So stale. They're so stale.
If there's any left, they're stale.
Do I have any of the ones that you really like still?
I kind of assume at this point that you've gone and how forceful is Ophelia with her position when there's something she wants?
Well, it depends on what it is. I mean, if it's just like pastries, doesn't.
Yeah.
I mean, she's not gonna kill anybody for pastries, but.
No, but would she
Mind
use,
control them.
would she use her position?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, she would if she came across like somebody that had lots of good food that she likes, she would definitely like mind control them into letting her have it.
Okay, yeah. So we don't have to play it out, but let's say you've accosted a couple of the ship's slightly more upscale chefs, as it were,
Oh boy.
and presented them with a slightly hard, slightly stale pastry, and like with the kind of misted over eyes and white hair, like very imposing figure, basically said, "Make these for me, or be punished."
Yeah.
And you now have your own confectionery team working on the dish. I told you,
like a Darth Vader.
you will get You will get something. I told you.
Yes.
A communism of pastries.
Okay. Yeah. Well, then I gladly give
So- you have like the equivalent of like the pink cardboard box with like a.
Yes.
Oh my god. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
I got like I'm gonna just assume that I like kept it in the little corner of Delta's room where I have my little.
Well, before you came to the meeting, you knew that you're
Oh, okay, all right.
all the important people. You got them to cook some up quickly. They're still slightly steaming, slightly warm,
Okay.
glazed over, all that kind of thing.
Oh my god, sounds amazing.
Okay, well, I gladly bring over the box and to Marius, and I say, have as many as you'd like.
Thank you so much. I take the whole box. I just start
All
eating them.
Okay.
But that pen, glaive, is it? What? That's the thing from the squig.
It's a squig.
Squig,
Yeah,
yes.
squig.
The squig is currently on its side, like shaking one of its legs in kind of like a happy way.
It's like the size of a horse. Like
Yeah, it is. It is extremely large.
Yeah, I'm going to take some of those pastries, by the way.
Oh yeah. If you
Do
go to
I
take
only
one,
have one
don't
box with me?
refuse.
You only brought one with you.
Okay.
You have more back in your quarters, I assume.
I'll feed them to the squig.
Okay.
Well, if anyone ever needs any pastries, just let me know. I can have some whipped up.
At any time of the day.
Yes, absolutely, at any time of the day.
Are you offering me your pastries?
Oh my god, Fred, jeez. Keep
What?
it in your pants.
One track mind.
Papa, jeez.
Do you know we could die at any moment, so...
Of course we could die at any moment. I could pop this pen right open, right now, by your throat, and you just die instantly.
I could crush all your skulls.
See?
Like
And he can eat you.
Yeah.
Open my third eye.
I could also do all of that without even moving a muscle. So
You couldn't eat me.
that's
Technically,
I
No.
don't think anybody wants to eat you. I'm sorry.
This.
Oh, he probably does.
The squig throws up. The squig throws up undigested pastries.
does your squig have anything else in there?
We want to find out.
Not really, but if you know, perhaps.
Yeah, you can see now that it has undigested pastries.
Oh.
Oh.
Wait, so hold on. What do squigs look like? Like, what are they?
Squigs are big, angry red balls of teeth. Basically, a red ball with a small tail, two relatively
Yeah, let's go post a picture.
decent sized feet that go with it, and the rest is mouth.
I'm picturing Mike Wazowski, except for a mouth instead of an eye.
Vicious. Yeah, it's a very vicious Mike Wazowski. And red. I could look
But
it
it's
up.
acting like a cute little puppy right now.
Oh, they're adorable.
They really are.
They
Squigs
are
amazing.
actually
Hold
adorable.
on. Where is the picture?
I gotta look it up.
Just
Alright,
type
hold
in
on.
squig.
No,
Yeah.
Squig.
I remember that from the Warhammer Space Marine game, and I was like, I fucking hated squigs because they'd be like bombs strapped to them. They're like,
Yeah,
"Wow."
bomb squigs are great.
That is absolutely
Better do.
terrifying.
No, they're so cute.
They are cute in a weird way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
They're
so
like cute in a
cute.
really horrifying, ugly way. But
You guys are horrible, judgmental people. They're adorable.
I said it's cute. It's just, horrifying and cute.
Yeah, it's also significantly bigger than most squigs should ever be allowed to get.
Yeah. Who knows where the hell this thing came from?
So if I
Presumably,
tried to pet it, it would not be nice to me, probably.
I would not attempt to pet this.
Okay, never mind.
A gob squig is small enough to be put into an orc's mouth and left there for the rest of the day.
Yep.
And it cleans their mouth.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
So,
Squigs have many uses.
like
There's
they
hair
are.
squigs.
Yeah, hair squigs.
Yep. There's also squig generally tastes like ham to human.
Aw, bacon squig.
Yeah,
Oh,
basically.
can we call him Bacon?
No.
oh.
My squig will earn his name right now. His name is Squig.
A squig must own it.
Squidgeon. A squidgeon is a Terran pigeon.
Yeah.
Squid counterparts of Terran pigeon.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing the shit they come up with in 40k.
This is
to be honest.
amazing.
They've had so much time to like.
I love it so much because I'm discovering so much for the first time, and it's like Christmas. It's so good. Captain Morn,
It's a musical squig. What? Sorry. What?
the little bit I grasped when we discovered the glaive pen aboard the station seems as if Ophelia really wants it. I don't know much about it myself, but the way she was talking about it is as if it would magnify her powers. Why would you keep it?
Because I found it, and I'm the captain, and I can do what I want.
Yes, but would that not be in the captain's interest to have her crew be as well equipped as possible?
What do you? White Knight? She can fight for herself if she wants it.
Well, I don't plan on, dying if we come into a situation where she may need
you
it.
think that the glaive is going to make any difference between our life or death if she doesn't have it?
It might.
Really? Are you willing to bet anything on it? Because I like betting, and I feel like this is one of those situations.
Ophelia kind of like leans into Marius and she's like, "It's all right. She's really drunk. She gets like this. I wouldn't argue with her."
Go on then.
How are you always drunk?
She's really, really extra drunk.
I can hear you whispering just because I can't understand anything you're saying.
Can I
Don't do it. Whatever you're thinking, don't. I see your eyes moving and shifting like that. See?
Okay.
See, I know exactly what you're thinking. Don't try to use your mind game warps on me.
There is.
I know my sister too well.
There is a knock on your quarters.
Oh.
On the quarters.
Yeah, what's up? Having a meeting.
Do you let them in?
No, I scream at the door waiting for a response.
We're just wondering how long Fred's going to be, Mr. Ward.
I'm sorry, do you have an engagement with him?
Yes, we were quite engaged.
Excuse me?
Do you have many of these engagements?
Fred, are you fornicating on my shit?
He's quite well known for it, apparently.
Shh, I'm asking him a question. Did you come in here expecting something while you were doing something else somewhere else?
Can I fight him for this week?
I'm a man of many flavors, and I...
Right, get your asses in here. Come on.
Oh, are we doing this?
No, you keep your clothes on, Fred.
Oh my goodness.
They walk in and they are dressed in the standard uniform of the ship, but with a few adjustments to look a little bit sexier. There is a reasonably tall man and slightly shorter lady, kind of arm in arm.
So, this is what you're doing, yeah?
Sorry?
What is this?
Well,
Yeah, we were just here to collect Mr. Ward.
Right. For what?
We have business to discuss.
Business dressed like that, do you?
It's business time.
Oh, is that what you call it these days? What you put on your door? Sorry, busy just having some business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. You get out of my sight, all three of you. Go on then.
I mean, you're more than welcome to join, Captain.
No, I don't. I don't feel like it.
Well, I would actually like to see what business they're doing.
Yeah, you go. You go and find out all about how humans do their business. Go on.
Yes, let's go.
Bring the squig.
Is it different
And
than
the
normal
Gretchen.
business?
How do orcs do
Gretchen is
it?
dead.
I know, but I don't know that.
Right, okay, yes.
Fine.
Wait, did you say the squig is dead?
No,
No, the Gretchen. Gretchen's super dead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
where
no, I threw
is
him
your
into a dark hole.
I
Gretchen?
don't know how Gretchens do it.
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh, sorry.
Gretchen.
I'll get another one.
Okay.
We go on trees.
As
Yes.
Freddie, are you leaving?
Yeah.
As you're leaving, the man and woman slip their arms around your shoulder, like one on each side. And as they're leaving, you can hear the lady say to Fred, the others have started without us, so we're going to have to hurry.
I'm following. I
my
am
God.
following, by the way.
I swear, it's just, I'm running a fucking brothel. We're pirate brothel people. That's what's happening. Damn it.
Hey, we're pirates. What the fuck are you talking about?
Well,
Half of their life is sex or drinking.
Brothel, pirate, brothel.
Are you following, let us say, all the way? And Fred, are you allowing...
He wanted to come watch, so yeah.
Oh man.
Okay. We are not we are not going to delve into the
Yeah, no, that's fine.
That's not happening on
of
stream.
what happens in this room. All I will say is Grimfist.
I'm
Take
confused
one
as fuck.
You take 1 point of corruption, and it's the only corruption you will ever gain in your life.
Oh, okay.
Just picture him standing there, like, just unimpressed and disinterested.
Orcs cannot gain corruption, but in this one instance, he will gain 1 point of corruption.
It's one of those ridiculous Monty Python moments.
Yeah.
Does anyone like touch me or anything?
No.
Okay.
You're an orc. They're not that dumb.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they all, at least most people on the ship, know not to fuck.
There's a twisting mass of limbs and bodies and a small semicircle where you are where no one goes past this invisible barrier.
Oh, that's actually bad. You should. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna speak.
Yeah.
This could get really bad. Just
So anyway, going back to the meeting.
Yeah. Yeah, Ophelia and Marius are still there.
Yeah.
Okay, so where do we go after this? Because there's like so much. Do we get anything useful with any of what we found the last few days?
Well, I do have that cipher or the roots to decipher.
That's true.
From what I know so far, it takes us from the breach to Sector 551 and then 5 others, but I'm still working out the nitty-gritty details. That's,
Okay.
I assume, would be very valuable to us.
Okay. Do you need my assistance for any of it? You think you got it?
Oh, I got it. That's,
handled?
I can handle that. Aside from that, though, I mean, is there anything or anywhere you would like to go? You are captain, after all.
Yeah, that I am. I am captain. I don't know. I was hoping to find more on this ship, station, whatever. You know, it's like one of those things where you think you're gonna find, like, the big prize, and then you realize that you're running a crew full of misfits that don't appreciate anything that you do for them, you know?
Yes, lots of
Delta's
anticipation.
gone from her high, I don't care about anything, to super deep, meaningful thoughts and discussions. This is what Ophelia knows. This is what happens when she's coming down. But yeah, so this is the continuation of like, this is Delta thinking about the wrong things she's done in her life and wondering where did everything fall apart, and like just all this ridiculous nonsense.
Just sitting next to Delta, just rubbing her shoulder.
Yeah, just
Quietly.
sadness and disappointment.
I'd say somewhere between befriending an Ashopath and befriending an orc is where it runs.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's kind of the situation on that front.
Wasn't there another planet in this system?
There's probably a lot of
I
planets.
don't quite remember what exactly was here other than the station.
Marius,
Yep.
Marius,
What?
have you ever
Hmm.
looked in the mirror and opened your third eye?
That is... No, I've never done that. I don't think
Do
it
you
reflects
think-
that way.
That you would destroy yourself with your own reflection?
I don't know, honestly.
That's so
Probably
sad
not.
to think about. I'm so sorry. It must be really difficult. You can't look at yourself all the way because, you know, if you
I never look at myself anyway. ever.
Why?
Why would anybody look at themselves? It's irrelevant.
Well, because it's the first thing people see is your face, usually. Unless you have a mask or a hood.
People tend to avoid my face, honestly.
Why? Because of the eye thing in the middle.
The eye thing, the mutant thing. There's a few things, honestly, and most of the time I'm out and about with my Oathsworn, and they don't really let anybody get too close to me, so appearances doesn't matter.
So, Mary, you know that stuff that you get like in your eyes when you wake up in the morning? Does your third eye also get that?
Yes, actually.
The eye crusty, he's got to rip his forehead.
It's like,
It's difficult to
it's like this one and this one, and I'm up here, and it's like just all of... It does.
But then, okay. Have you?
Oh.
So you've never actually seen it? Your own eye.
Why would I need to see it?
What if
can
it's
see out
so
of-
beautiful you're missing out? Or what if it's horrendous and then you just don't know how, like, intimidating you really are?
I know how intimidating I am.
I mean, you're not intimidating to me at all.
Well,
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm terrifying.
You are not terrifying. There is nothing terrifying about any of you. In fact, Ophelia is at least 10 times more terrifying just standing there in the corner that she's doing right now, looking at me like the way she does. It's terrifying.
Goodness. Do you know anything about navigators?
No, I didn't even know I needed one until like a week ago.
I'm not surprised.
Or however long
honestly.
you've been here. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, to be fair, last time you were doing what you do, you had powdered sugar all over you, so.
Who cares about that?
Does
I'm
it
covered
look
in it right
very
now.
intimidating?
What?
No, it doesn't look scary. Wait, I feel like we gotta work on your appearance. Like,
Oh, don't touch me. Don't touch me. No.
I'm not touching, it's just like vague. It's like mere centimeters away from your face. Just, I'm not gonna touch.
This is
See, I'm not
incredibly
touching.
uncomfortable. My breath stinks.
Great.
Like really, really gnarly.
That's gross.
Bad breath. I'm sorry.
Can't be
It's-
worse than mine.
Probably
Why?
not, but it's like it's like really bad.
But why?
What do you mean? Why?
No, that was out of character, but why?
I don't know.
Just one of those things.
Yeah, it kind of fits with the like lack of caring about keeping up his
Yeah.
appearances. And
Yeah.
It's like
the waste
it's
of
like
energy.
it's like your old maths teacher's bad coffee breath.
Ugh.
When he leans down to go over a question, you're just like, come on, dude.
Well,
But
in
it's
that
like-
case,
it's like that
toughness
guy's
roll for
first
me.
Because
Because I might just throw up right now.
Oh my god. Oh no, this is bad.
Sorry, was that a little bit too real?
No, I'm really thinking I should roll this because I'm not sure if if it's that bad
It's
And
bad.
she's drunk.
Okay.
and I'm drunk and I'm coming down.
God,
Okay.
why did I make this canon?
Roll toughness.
Your actions have consequences.
Oh.
I'm not re-rolling that.
Wait, she can drink orc grog, but
That's why I'm not re-rolling it.
Ingesting are two different.
The
worlds
mix
entirely.
the mix of everything. You can feel this coming.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're squigging all over this place.
Oh, is there some dry heaving?
No, I think it's a sudden,
No, this
like,
is
I'm
like-
having
yeah.
conversation with you, and then I'm like,
Bah!
yep,
Oh, no.
Oh,
probably
So-
wherever you're sitting, I'm puking at.
in my
Yeah.
general direction.
Yeah, in your
I
general.
puke in your general direction.
I think that will be it for me today.
And I think we
Oh
should
god.
get you
Alright.
Delta.
I think I'm drunk now.
It's
Doesn't work
possible.
that way.
No, but
Oh, this
we
is
gotta talk
worse.
about that. Oh,
Unbelievably bad.
okay. You might
just
want
like-
to.
just
Just
like
gonna go again. It's- I can
sweeping
feel
it
it.
off.
I can feel.
Yeah.
it.
It's
I
fixed in.
lead
how it's
Delta
run.
to like her bathroom. I'm just like, okay, it's alright, let's go.
And I think we'll call the
The
meeting
session.
and
I have to
also
throw
the-
up. It's fine.
So I think before we finish the show,
Yes.
we'll kind of do this outside of a meeting type thing.
Yeah.
What are your intentions now for your crew and for your ship?
For me.
Mm. Or just for
Um,
you guys in general, like
yeah.
where would you like to go? And
I want to find. Okay, Delta wants to find the rarest, most impressive archaeotech that there is.
okay,
Right, like that's
Well,
her thing, because that's
the
all.
most likely thread you have, and in speaking with Marius,
Mm-hmm.
know this is the trade route chart that he found,
Yeah.
because that implies imperial and that implies old.
Yeah.
But whether it leads to anything, you don't know. The other thing you could do is keep going to the systems you found or search for new systems.
Yeah.
And that would be potluck. So it's down to what Delta and you guys as a crew would prefer.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's like my general high level.
Okay.
Anybody else
So-
is welcome to.
Anyone have any preferences here?
For
I'm
what?
not really sure, honestly.
Is this just out of character stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. I would say Marius is only really interested in following the path that will lead most likely to fame and glory.
Yeah.
So whichever way that feels, to me, it feels right now that it's in that the trade route that I'm trying to decipher and decode.
Well, one thing you could do is you could follow the trade route and keep slowly deciphering it. And you will be able to uncover other systems as you go, and you can take side routes to uncover the warp routes to these systems, to check out the systems as you go. Like the trip indicated from what you've deciphered is multiple jumps.
Okay. Yeah, it was
Sorry.
the breach to BL 551 and then 5 other ones we don't even know about yet.
Yeah. There are others as well. Yes.
So I guess then what I would more than likely end up doing, like during our downtime, would be to suggest that we jump back to the breach and then jump to 551 as we're trying to decipher the trade route more and find other systems for us to explore.
I just want to fight things, really. Just,
Sure.
really just pumping things, looting things, building things.
Honestly, I'm looking for things, or at least Ward is looking for things to sell to make the ship better, and his fighter better, and essentially, yeah, and then have his orgy room.
That sounds like a really bad idea.
Why?
Slanesh.
Here's the thing.
What is that?
It's the
What?
chaos god of bodily pleasures.
Look,
That's all bodily pleasure, including flesh cutting and all the other things that go with that.
if any of that starts happening, I have my Xenos gun, and I'll just start shooting crew.
You will be part of it. You will be the cause of it.
Wait, so, hold on. Wait, so chaos. There's a god that will start punishing you literally just for having a good time.
He exists,
So-
and the Eldar are mostly dead because the Eldar had giant orgies.
TLDR, the Eldar live forever, and so they began to do like
They got
in-town orgies.
bored.
Yeah, they got bored and had orgies, and the orgies weren't fun enough anymore, so they had to spice up the orgies and get some bondage involved. The bondage turned into some really fucked up shit, where some of the Eldar were like, "We don't want to be a part of this," and left in Craft Worlds, and the other Eldar created Slanesh from their fucking. And he wiped out a shit ton of Eldar in their home planet, as well as like some of the Dark Eldar escaped into their Dark Web way. And if some of the Craft Worlds weren't far enough away from when Slanesh was born, their souls got absorbed, and so Slanesh took their immortality. So whenever a Eldar dies, he claims their soul, unless they get it put into a soul stone right away.
Oh,
Yeah.
So,
So Slanesh is literally demon god of bodily pleasures. Any and all. If it is a pleasure of yours that requires your body, it's gluttony, cutting, torture, anything like that, sex, all of that. Slanesh orgies literally always ended everything becoming a giant fleshy mass.
And would you like to know something interesting? We have every aspect of Slanesh on the ship.
Yes, we have every aspect of Slanesh.
that's bad.
We have orgies, gluttony, alcoholism.
Yep.
Lots of gluttony.
Yep.
yeah.
Surprise, guys! 7 deadly
Okay,
sins. Here we
I'll
go.
be fine.
Ooh, that's what this campaign should be called instead. 7 Deadly Sins.
I think you guys have already found more than 7.
Have faith in the God Emperor, okay? We're
Something's
good.
wrong with my life.
yeah.
Yeah,
Come on.
the Emperor has already been retorted. We apparently abandoned him at this point.
I am the God Emperor, obviously.
Gone down full heretic.
This is a chaos ship.
Yeah.
Yes,
by the
it
way,
is.
was Marius bothered at all by the fact that Ophelia was just giving into the joke for the God Emperor thing, because I'm assuming he would have thought that she was also completely non-heretical in that sense.
Kinda, yeah. I just wanted to get away from that whole thing. Just the whole
Marius
heresy,
has no
just not
idea
into
what
it.
he's really gotten himself into.
No clue.
It's
Yeah.
wonderful.
You're also willy-nilly letting an orc wander through multitudes of things
Mhm.
unchecked.
Yep.
Unchecked.
Yep.
So, before we end, let's just have a. Would you guys like to say? Would you like to do a proper scene between Delta and Ophelia over the trade, or would you like to kind of quick track it and just have a quick kind of?
I'd like to start the next episode with that.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
okay,
can do
that makes
that.
sense. So let's say, considering the role to navigate to this system, let's not have a role to navigate away from the system. Let's get one, I believe it's a D100 from...
Me.
Do you want to do the warp stuff?
Yeah, I haven't done it yet.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Woo! Gonna roll some shit. It's gonna be awful. Do.
97.
No, nice.
All's well. Nothing happens.
Aw. Damn it.
I mean,
What about that one?
did you re-roll?
I don't have any fate points.
Aw.
I would have re-rolled.
I'm gonna lend you my fate points.
Yeah,
I don't think it worked. I wish it worked.
For this instance, if you'd like to do that, then yeah, sure.
Are you okay? Then we can re-roll it if you want.
If you'd like that re-roll, absolutely.
Yeah.
If you want to take it, it's all yours. All right, there you go.
Yeah.
Out
What
of
horrible
fate.
shit happens. Come tell.
Selection fades.
So, I need to pull something up for a second.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Pull out the Slanesh module real quick. Just,
What
Fine.
happens when people become Slanesh demons?
Yes.
I would still play this campaign even if that happened. Like if we
I
just
can't
went
be a
full
demon.
chaos.
That'd be
True.
hilarious and impossible to roleplay. It would just be so
Yeah,
just
what would be
It would be horrible. Yeah.
the roleplay would just
it
be
would
gone.
not be a bomb. You would just be corrupted. You wouldn't become anything different necessarily.
I'm
just
already
be
corrupted.
Well,
Aren't we all?
not literally by Slanesh.
Oh well, no, not by
I
no,
know.
by Slanesh, no.
No, you're a bad person. You're not corrupted
Yeah.
by chaos.
Yes.
You just become a minion chaos, and instead of going around trying to raise this for the Emperor, we'd be going around like
That's true.
causing all kinds of.
We're
horrible
probably
things.
gonna get hunted by the Inquisition anyway. It's fine.
Yeah, if we go full heretic, I'm just gonna like space our ship in the warp somewhere. Fucking send us off in some random direction. Just Sudoku us all.
I'm telling you, if I ever die, I'm just re-rolling with a Dark Eldar. That's what's happening, just to fuck with Hippie.
I don't
Okay.
give a fuck. I'm an orc already.
We'll
I
see
am the
about
best.
that.
So, Ophelia, you have Delta throw up vigorously into a space toilet for a while. You see her to bed, make sure that she, is lying on a side bucket at the side of the bed kind of thing. She's murmuring obscenities and vague things that don't make any sense, talking about her pen. After you leave, you go back to your quarters. You, I presume, get a pastry of some kind, sit down, and you're strategizing for how to talk her into this trade. You're considering kind of, you're kind of going over your moves, your kills while on the station. You can. It's a good mental exercise to remember the power, remember how you manipulate it. And when you look up into your mirror, your old friend Kalani is looking back at you. And she has blood dripping down from her eyes, these like empty eye sockets, and there is this kind of very pale, vacant look. And she opens her mouth and starts to speak. And we'll come back to that next episode.
Oh.
Woo, dead friend.
Yes.
So what Hippie re-rolled into was Visitations, which is...
Oh.
let me just bring it up. It is one or more of the crew find themselves visited by warp shades of lost friends or family.
Nice.
Why can I
Nice.
not be affected by any?
Oh my god.
Where's my demon
Who's gonna
incursion?
visit me? I'm really curious on who's gonna visit me.
It says one or more. We don't know if anybody else has gotten it.
These lost souls might offer helpful advice and comfort or have darker motives.
Oh. Dang.
Where? What number do I need to roll to get the demon incursion?
That's the one that you guys actually re-rolled, and it's 10
What?
to 8. Yeah, do you remember when I said when you guys were
The
traveling?
very first
the
one.
very first time. And I'm like, you guys can re-roll this if you like. That was a demon.
Fuck. So it's
Demon.
10 to 18?
So wait, are you talking about the one that
I think that was
rerolled?
yours, yeah.
Yeah.
I need to get a 10 to 18. Then I get something that affects me.
It would also affect me.
Well, the thing is, again, I'm immune to chaos corruption. Things like your ghosty goos and shit don't do anything to me. It's also, orcs don't have families or friends. So,
Yep.
none of this affects
Yep.
me.
Pretty much.
I mean, all of these things can be a little bit bad depending on how deep I want to go into it.
Yeah.
I wanted to mess with Ali to next episode, so
Yeah. I mean, I also
Fair,
don't
fair.
do, so. Fuck.
Yeah.
Demons!
All right. Very good. Let's do a quick outro and head out for the evening. Let's start with who you are and what you think of tonight's episode. Sheepy. He was typing something, so I purposely did that. Yeah.
what are we doing?
Yeah. Who are you and what do you think about tonight's episode?
I am Sheepdog, and I had a lot of fun with tonight's episode. I was not expecting you to get quite so many nice things this early,
Yeah.
but a donation and decent rolls meant that, yeah, there you go. I mean, I maintain that this is a lot nicer than it should have been for you guys in terms of finding cool stuff. So I don't know what Delta's talking about when she's complaining. And I'm looking forward to next week because I think we're going to have some very interesting things happen.
Oh my fucking god, guys. I just realized this. Next week, we can't have...
Oh no.
I just realized the dates.
Yeah.
What's next week?
So next week we can't because I'm going to be traveling with my sister and my mom. And I totally forgot the date. So,
And
wait,
it
do
won't
you
be
know...
next the next week either.
Just
Wait, no, wait,
cancel it.
really?
Yeah.
I thought we were back before then.
Because I'm missing both D&D sessions as well.
Fuck!
Yeah.
Can
We're
we...
gonna come back the day after.
But
But,
no, then I was going to be gone for 2 weeks.
But Loki is gonna be home alone.
Oh wait, no. Hold on, wait.
15th through the 22nd?
Did I? I'm
So
sorry.
what you're saying is Loke can get the stream going.
Oh.
Wait. Hold on. Well, how about this while I'm figuring that out because I just realized what date it was. Bobby.
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
up, guys? I'm Bobby here on Twitch. I played Marius Actian today and in this campaign. This is a super fun episode. I think the whole like commanding some troops to shoot at shit is some of my favorite stuff I've ever done in RP. It's so much fun. Can't wait for the next session, whenever it does happen. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.
Cool beans. Hippie.
Hi, I'm CrazyHippie69. You'll find me here on Twitch under that name. I had a great time. I killed some shit. I got a really boss-ass squig. I didn't get any other loot, which makes me a little sad. But I got a
Oh.
boss-ass squig.
Horns.
Oh, I mean, that's not really loot. That's
And loads of
trophy.
xenotech.
Okay, well, shut up. I have a boss ass
And,
wig.
and you can make your own weapons.
Yeah, I could literally make anything I fucking want, so it's great. But no, I'm good time. It's been a great time. I can't wait to see what kind of Slanishy demons pop out of Fred Ward's orgies.
It'll be fine.
Oh my god, jeez. Yeah, okay. Wonderful. Loke.
Hello, my name's McLoken. You might find me on Twitter at McLoken. You can find out what shows I'm going to be on. I know, I think Mondays and Tuesdays I'm on a couple shows, and then this show here, which is wonderful. But I always tweet out what show I'm going to be on, and so stop on by my Twitter and see. And if you have any questions about tabletops in general, just go ahead and ask me, and I'll answer to the best of my capability.
Yes. Did you enjoy the episode?
Oh, my thoughts on the episode. I thought it was like, okay, so here's the thing. I wasn't going to make Fred Ward, like, I've been seeing how I want to play him out and like kind of like taking a back seat and seeing how he like kind of interacts with the crew. Well, I think having the hero crew or being the hero to the crew is great. And then when Delta was like super close to him and he started making those comments, being like, you know, is this going to happen? And she got upset. I was like, oh, I'm going to hit on everything. And then that's where, and then when you did the personal summons, I was like, this is perfect. For me to walk in there and be like, oh, it looks like everyone's here. And as I was doing that, I messaged Sheepy and I was like, my secret compartment on the spaceship.
Oh no.
And
Oh,
with the
God.
with the like the starting to become famous among the crew and everything, I was like, he totally would have a couple of groupies now, so that's why they showed up.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know where your
That's gonna be
secret
great.
room is now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh no.
I assume the orgy was just in your room, and then the secret room is
Oh
just.
God, why would you actually have an orgy in your room?
He don't care.
You want to clean that up?
Ugh.
Yeah, that's why he has a servitor do it.
No, it's lingering of scent.
This is
dude.
my life.
Fuck me.
Okay.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
How is this on the ceiling? I don't compute.
404 arrow.
This roof is
Yes.
20 feet in the ceiling.
I called him
Oh.
404 because that's what he says every time.
Oh no. Allie.
Me.
Yes.
Hi, I play Ophelia Vectra. I'm Allie, and I really, really, really enjoyed today's session. I think it's probably my favorite one so far. There's just a lot of really great hysterical moments, and I really like the small bits of character development with everybody. Kind of like I just enjoyed the heavy role play stuff. So it's good to finally, especially for me, because I'm not super used to going heavy into role play. It's good to finally get into it. So yeah, and I'm very excited to see what Sheepy does with Kalani next session. So yeah.
Yes. And as for me, I am the immovable figure, your faithful captain, Delta Moore, played by Metamancer. I loved today's session because I always look forward to playing a drunk character, first of all. Second of all, I also enjoy messing with my fellow players, and I do it relentlessly, and I have absolutely no sadness around any of it. I don't feel bad. So anyway, you guys can find me on my channel doing all the roleplay things. I only do roleplay stuff on my channel pretty much. Very rarely will I do like an art stream or something along those lines, but everything is always RP related in some way. So for the next week, I think the 15th will be, it depends. So like if we do it next week, then we might have to do it from Allie's house. Maybe, but I still would have to bring equipment. Or
I mean, we could just have a boys' adventure out.
or you guys could go solo without me and Allie for a week or two. I I can get Loke the details on how to start up the slob stuff and all that, and just he can run it. It's just up to you guys. We'll work it out, but I would recommend following me on Twitter and joining the Discord so you guys know exactly what's going to happen, especially Twitter because of the announcement, and I'll make sure to make the announcement in advance as well.
Yeah, hopefully maybe we can, maybe we could do like, I don't know, hopefully we can do next session next week because it does start out with my character. Unfortunately, we set it up in that way.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I don't know. We might be able to do it from here. I'm not sure. I don't know if we'll be like. We should.
It depends. It's a timing thing because of the nighttime, and then. Okay, we have a lot of logistics to work out. Just go ahead and follow me on Twitter, and then we'll let you guys know because there's just like crazy shit. But either way, we'll obviously see you guys for the next episode. Thank you for the subs and the resubs and the tips tonight. Much appreciated. Ended up dropping some really interesting little bits and pieces for people. And then we will see you guys next time. If you are listening to this over the Patreon podcast or watching on YouTube, don't forget to follow on all the other things. The links are somewhere in whatever you're watching on below. So have a good night, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.